so I was asked to come share a few times, and I was like, oh, give me a second, I'll just listen in a little bit more. And so what I came up and I was making some acknowledgement of was a lot of the things that I heard in the room so far. And I was like, a lot of the things that have been said haven't actually been said with a heart of honesty, right? There's no truth to what's being said. And I try to dive into some of those realities, right? And I gave an anecdotal example of something that I've experienced of being a mother of 6 children. And this gentleman decided that he wanted to ransack what I was saying, throw everything all over the place, and be like, well, why? And then I try to walk around him and move around, and then he'd like, remove me from your stage, and someone else kindly brought me back up, but I just try to, move around this gentleman because he seems to have tones that, didn't really fit into the conversation. He seemed like he was taking personal shots from the straight gate, and I just wanted to walk around that. I wanted to be a genuine participant in the overall conversation, and I called out 3 points that I wanted to acknowledge. Didn't even get to any of those points because I got slammed by this gentleman, and now I'm a bitch, and he didn't think that we knew each other. So he's like, oh, this is how JB runs his space, and I'm just like, yeah, not really. I know JB, he doesn't run his space like that. So JB doesn't force anybody to, to bow to him, and if JB doesn't like what somebody's saying, he doesn't go off and boom the room and come back on the back gate and try to create a narrative. You're a liar, sir. You're a liar. In fact, I didn't say anything to you. I tried not to say anything to you at all, and you still tried to say stuff to me. So you defining me as being disrespectful when you're the one who's calling me a bitch and a hoe? So you're a liar.
I was in this room, JB, for I would say her entire submission, and you are being just as disingenuous as you're accusing him of. He did stop you to ask a question. I don't know what the crux of the conversations were, but he did stop you to ask a question and interject on your long statement. So, and then you said you were going to ignore him, and then you continued on, and he asked you again. So that's
He's just trying to be forceful in getting someone to, they're scared to say something that it was an anecdotal example. It was an example that I was giving. It didn't even highlight anything that I was talking about, right? It was just an anecdotal example. So it literally didn't have anything to do with it. It was just something that I was sharing, and because I shared something personal, he wanted to think that he was going to. I've been on Clubhouse since season 1, okay? Most egregious basis on this application, so it's very he's an amateur. That's what he was trying to do.
Okay, so
I go there with him. I just didn't go there with him, Brad.
But you're engaging in the same.
And then what you guys try to do, and you jump on top of it.
I didn't do anything.
You tried to water down my chair and tell me, oh, you're going on and on, Jay. Okay, about a total of a minute and 20 seconds of this man's time.
Angel, you're kind of in a major.
Too much for him.
Angel, you're breaking up.
Give me a second, okay.
So, I don't know what the conversation was before. I don't know what the topic of the room was. I just came in, and then she gave her speech. Sig did stop her to ask a question of why do you think this is the reason why, and she did go on for some period of time, and then
not for some period of time. Be honest, I wasn't even. You guys were speaking longer.
Just let him fucking.
Oh, there he goes again. You can't help yourself, can you?
You just cut him off. Shut the fuck
you're
up.
Special.
Shut up. This
you're
is why
special.
You're being a bitch.
You're special.
The man was talking. Let him talk. Nobody cut you off. Man. Go ahead, Brad. You got it.
And so 120 seconds.
Angel. Brad has it, Angel.
Let Brad finish.
You're literally showing everybody what the fuck you just did in the last room. You're showing your ass right now. You can't control yourself. Shut the fuck up. Let Brad finish, and you can respond after. Go ahead, Brad. Yeah, so, like I said, Sig asked that question saying why is it that you think they ask you this thing? It was something about 6 baby daddies, and she ignored it. Sig repeated the question, and then she went to a different route. And then Sig said, "All right, I'm going to put you down." And since you're just wanting to filibuster or basically pontificate on the stage and not actually engage in a conversation, then Sig brought up the conversation fact of like this is a room not to just give your one anecdotal spirits, but to actually engage in a conversation and have a conversation. Edward came off, and then he gave his pontification about marriage, beauty, and life, and Edward.
So Hakima, the Mojo show. I don't know if Roger's going to be on this morning, or if he's coming, or if he's going to create a room. I'm going to see if I can try to find his room. But this is the live show and the live analysis. This is pretty standard, typical Sig show. You know, with a hyperverbalized, insane woman. But again, this is a show about nothing.
Fucking Rome. Come on, Brad. I actually fucking like you. I don't know, if you needed to touch a hard on today, but this guy has a hard on for me, and you're just stroking the shit.
Yeah.
Be honest. Be fucking honest.
Somebody in the chat, I wasn't there, so I'm intrigued by what's going on. But somebody in the chat said Keegan was modded too. Keegan?
Somebody modded. I did not mod Keegan. It was only.
Yeah, I did get modded. I don't know why.
And me were modded. Then all.
He just came in for a brief second as a mod. Yeah.
Angel. When people are talking, shut the fuck up, sir.
Dude, I'm not gonna respect anybody who calls me a bitch. So you can get yourself together and just listen to this. Don't think that you running over my voice is gonna get me to do anything for you. Yeah, there you go.
This is why 1 in 4 of y'all can get married on time. That's why. 75% of y'all can't get a fucking ring. That's why. You don't know how to shut the fuck up. So here's what happened. It was me and Nicole modded, and then
he ain't wrong.
I did not mod Keegan. Keegan all of a sudden got modded. Then me and Angel got into our little.
Not me and Angel, Negro. You got yourself into a piece of shit.
Angel, woman to woman, please, just one mic at a time, baby.
There you go.
And don't take another one. Let me jump in here real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me jump in for 2 seconds. And this has nothing to do with Angel. Keegan's kind of grown on me. He's like that annoying little brother you want to donkey punch. But, if you stay around him enough, I would mod Keegan. Here's the problem with me modding somebody like Keegan. I'm worried that Keegan will say something so polarizing that my house will get clipped. And I worked very hard to build this house up. That's really the only reason why I don't mod Keegan. Because he does have a certain, he represents a certain segment of society that I'm curious about. And that's the younger generation, because they're fucking backwards. So, Angel, if I'm going to bring you back up, here's one of my policies. It's a one mic policy. If a mod is speaking, please just stand down to the finish, and you're always going to get grace to talk in this space. So I'm going to bring you back up. Just let's work through this. Welcome back, Angel.
Wait, we also have to know that she keeps getting moved down. We won't be able to bring her back up after so many tries. So
she's an adult.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. I'm gonna get ran over by Sig. He seems to have, some sort of issue, whatever it is. I'm not gonna try to redefine it. I'll let him be the definition of his own shit.
Wait, Angel, let me ask you a question. Do you think, and I'm asking respectfully, Sig, don't start yelling at her. Let me ask you this question. Do you think Sig would be the poster boy for toxic masculinity? Is that your opinion?
I don't even. Is this masculinity that he's expressing?
I'm asking you.
I thought it was some form of like bitch. I didn't really. I'm not getting any hints of masculinity. I know wonderful men. They're very masculine. They don't come off like this. Sig knows nothing of me. He's never seen me before. I've never seen him. But I'm automatically a bitch because he couldn't get a few words in, and he had to shut down the whole room.
Angel, let me ask you this.
And go get backup. You're his backup, so I told him to go get you.
Well, he reached out to me.
Yeah, I told him to go get you.
I left because I actually have a life, but I came back because Sig's my friend and I wanted to see what's going on. But
that's cute.
Well, listen, I've actually built a real relationship off this app, but let me just say this. Were you in the room when Sig came up on stage and I modded him? I said, hey, I'm warning everybody. He's going to say some things that might trigger some of you people. Were you there when I said that?
And that's when I came in and did you read my you responded to me. I said I'm going to redefine triggered. And I did just that.
Okay. So how do we come to a conclusion on this? Because
I don't know. I didn't get to share my fucking talking point because there was a bitch who came off their mic.
But you see, when you say things like that, you know he has a right to punch
I
back.
said it. So I can't. Jay, I am responding to him calling me a bitch. He called me a bitch first. He called me a bitch here first. He didn't call me a bitch in the other room. He called me a bitch here first when you came in as his backup. So now his like, maybe in that stroke that's happening with him right now, maybe it's his erection's getting bigger. And now, he's able to kind of just people like to do little weird shit when they're getting off. He likes to curse, obviously. So he likes to sit there and just say some shit to somebody who he doesn't know he's talking to. So I didn't get a chance to share anything. I didn't share anything. I was just highlighting 3 things I wanted to talk about. And I was giving space. And the minute that I went to go give an anecdote example, so I could talk about I could bring myself in as an example.
So
because not many women
that we can analyze here
have my lived experience.
are
So I just wanted to kind of share this
black
because it went with some of the tones that were being spoken on in the other room.
Chillism.
And so I highlighted those. I gave the anecdote example.
We have Is
Vic
God
didn't get a chance
evil?
to question me, even though that he was trying to. I just ignored him, Jay. I just ignored him. And then he went off on a tangent like JD
Also politically correct is running.
Yeah, I know, Jay.
Can't see it on this phone, but
okay, this is not Jay. You're not Jay.
so
You're not
created
doing what Jay
a new
does. So that's why I
anonymous
call him a
account
liar.
just for this
Because he
morning.
wasn't being in a reflection of how you run your space. And then when I didn't conform to what he was saying or trying to get me to do, he had a fit. So I don't know. I didn't get a share. I didn't. And like I said before, I was gonna redefine triggered, and I didn't.
We're gonna do this for about another hour and a half.
Let me jump back in. I just need you to read up.
I'm gonna try to stop at 12.
So this is a brand new room. This is Healthy Debates. Why are females so toxic in today's world? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I have a poll on top. Please vote. It's a win-win for me. Stroke my ego a little bit. Appreciate it. We have some new speakers that I don't get to hear from very often, or at all, actually. So we're going to try this again, guys. Let's be respectful. If somebody punches at you, give them a chance to finish, land, and then I promise everybody gets a chance to come back in. As far as this being my space, this is all your spaces. You guys don't show up, I don't have a space. But when I leave, I'm going to keep it real 100. I really don't care. Top left means nothing. If I'm not here and Sig or Brad or Nia running the room, hey, God bless. Just don't get the house clipped is all I ask. Good morning, Abigail.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to chime in on some things that I learned about emotional development, and I just wanted to say a couple things before I doze off. And, yeah.
Well, go ahead. Give it to us. Did you not want to speak now on that? All right. Merjan, how you doing? Long time. Edward, hold on.
I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
You never get clipped when I speak. That's all.
Well, Edward, you're the least of my problems on this app. Trust me. I know you come with grace and respect. Abigail, do you want to speak on that? Then I'm going to go to Merjan.
Got it. So, yeah, a lot of what we call toxic is really just emotional underdevelopment. Like tone, delivery, and how you ask for things changes everything. And when we lean into feelings, universal needs, and requests instead of demands, we stay connected to things. Like the moment we slip into diagnostic terminology, like calling each other names or labels, denying responsibility, demanding, or using deserved language, like the combo is completely lost, and empathy brings it back together, I would say. I think that's what's really missing when it comes to these sort of the conversations, as well as there needs to be some more empathy, self-ownership, clear requests, and acknowledging shared human needs, because we all have the same universal human needs. And yeah, that's all. I think with our language, we need to treat it like a code, because our brains are like computers. So if we start speaking through empathy, and we start speaking through feelings and needs, then I think things will gradually change for ourselves.
Abigail, respectfully, and I mean this. I'm not trying to be an ass. This may not be the space for you, because we get some heated debates in here. So I just want to say that. So hold on, Nate.
Doctor, say to her.
I'm just being honest. Listen, I have no problems with what she said. I think the world does need more empathy, but I seem to be the island of misfit toys. I get all the crazies that come in here. So when you get crazies, hold on, Abigail, let me finish, please. When you get crazies involved, empathy on Clubhouse is not an easy thing to ascertain. But Abigail, land your plane, because I want to say good morning to Merjam.
Okay. Well, empathy, you can still like channel anger. Like you could say, I feel a great immense of like anger, or great immense of disrespect because I'm in need of competence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a channeling.
Thank you. Everybody channel your empathy. Merjam, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. Good morning to all of you. I just want to say that I support Sig because he's my friend. That's why I'm here in the room. Hi, Sig. Good to see you. And nice to meet everybody. And I just want to say two things. One thing I heard was somebody said, show your ass. So I just wanted to make a little joke like, does anybody want to see mine? And the other one was, you said, JB, that it strokes your ego, but does it also stroke something else? Sorry, I just had to say this.
Yeah,
nice to meet everybody. And I'm going to go now because I think it's also not my room.
Thank you. It depends on who's doing the stroking. But I'm going to hand the room to, I'm here to listen, not really participate, because I have things to do in real life. Hold on, Edward. I'm going to hand it to whoever's going to be top left, which is going to be Sig. Sig, you're in charge of the room. Let's show, no, I'm not saying you, Sig, I'm saying just in general, everybody. Obviously, there's some hard feelings here. Let's just show a little grace to the space, and don't get the house clipped. Sig, I'm going to hand it to you. I'm going to be listening, but not participating.
Okay, roger that. All right, so here's how we're gonna do this, guys. We're having a fucking conversation. You want to pontificate for 15 fucking minutes, and it's not gonna happen. If people want to clarify a point, ask you a quick question, pick your brain on why you said what you said, like we're talking like normal fucking human beings here, y'all. Let's have a normal conversation.
Well, see, then I can't participate because you don't think I'm normal.
That's funny.
Why is that funny? See, you know I didn't throw that at you, man. You and I've had some serious conversations, but I just wanted to say that. Good to see you, Brad. Hey, guys, I just appreciate, man. It's just one thing. Even though we don't all agree on the precinct, it's all good. And Angel, if I could submit one thing to you, it's pretty simple. If someone asks you a question, you can say yes or that's off limits. It just solves the problem factor.
Yeah, and I didn't. Thank you for giving me the verbiage for that. I thought I was able to easily just say, I'm not going to answer that. I didn't know that was going to, trigger, a bitch. So I didn't know that.
Well, Angel, I'm 61. Angel, I'm 61, right? And the only
yeah, I know.
But we go to the gun range. That's when we talk about trigger. I don't know about this triggering in life or words and stuff like that because, people can say whatever they want. As long as you know that you're not that, you should never be triggered by it. So it doesn't really matter what people say because at the end of the day, I get a lot of pushback for my lifestyle from a whole lot of people. Sig knows this. Brad knows this. And you know what? I could give a flying flip about it because you know why? I really don't care. You don't live in my house. You don't pay my bills. You're not married to me. I don't do anything about your life. So you can take a long walk on a short pier, and I'm good.
Can we talk?
We're not.
Can I talk?
Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, go ahead, Susan. You got it. Go ahead. You got it, Susan.
Yeah. First of all, who wrote "Why Are Females So Toxic in Today's World"?
Wait a second. So I'm in the middle of talking to Edward, and I get cut off because.
No, stop talking. Susan has a microphone.
So how is that unfair? Edward and I were literally just talking, and because he doesn't want me to talk,
Susan is talking right now.
then he gets a.
There was
Kima.
about 5 seconds of silence. You didn't come off the mic.
It looks
Susan
like
said,
Roger's
"Can I talk
account
2
got
times?"
clipped.
So because nobody else said anything, I was trying
FYI,
to
it
come
looks
off
like
to
Roger
a
was
little bit after
deleted
that.
from the app.
So we let Susan have it. This is what I'm talking. Yo,
Well,
that's crazy. It's crazy.
hold on a
Go
second.
ahead, JB.
Hold on a second. Let me just say this. Hey, Susan, I don't know you, but I put that title.
Yeah, so why do you think females are so toxic? I think males are so toxic.
We had that conversation. Hold on, Uncle. We had that conversation in the last room, and now we're pivoting to the other side. So, but you're entitled to your opinion, man. You're welcome on the stage. You can give us opinion why you think men are so toxic. But, it's been my experience, and, Angel, why are you making threats? See, this is.
I told you, bro.
Bro. Listen, let me explain something. This is what I mean by feminine toxicity, right? I'm not going to talk on what happened between her and I on this app. She knows what happened. But I've been showing you grace, respect, when, in all honesty, in my opinion, I shouldn't have to. You did some fucked up things to me, lady. But I stood down, showed you respect, hoping that maybe you changed. I'm full of it. Then you can hit the fuck this and leave quietly button. I don't understand some of these people, her, the Anthony Edwards, who come into spaces and set to every motherfucking conversation around them and their feelings, because all their lived experience is all that matters.
Stop fighting.
Oh, hold on. Everybody mute up, please. Thank you. Now, I opened this room. I let her back in. I didn't have to, right? Sig, you're my friend in real life. And when I said to her, hey, Sig and I are friends in real life, she goes, oh, isn't that cute? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was able to cultivate real friendships contrary to what some of you people try to do to me on this app. I'm sorry. So, let me tell you something, Sig. This is my word, man. Mental illness has overtaken this app. But, Susan, you can leave too. There's a leave quietly button. But this is some fucking... I showed that woman grace.
Leave. My God. You don't
Okay,
leave.
I know. Listen, you know one thing I don't deal with? Is super liberal fucking chicks. I don't deal with that shit.
JB, I just got shit for doing exactly what you did. I'm not
Yo, shut up,
I'm a
man.
fucking stupid bitch, man. That's why. Get the fuck out in the kitchen, go make a sandwich. But go ahead, JB. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest. You got it, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something. Some of the shit that gets spewed, and listen, Angel, I'll bring you back up, but when you threaten my house that I fucking put work into, you should try that, Angel. Open your own rooms and open your own house and see how that works out. But for you to make threats at me when I've been graceful to you, shame on you, Angel. Because what you did to me, Angel, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, most people wouldn't even let you in their space.
I did nothing to you, Jay. I did
You didn't do nothing? So if I tell you have a nice PTR, that's love bombing?
What, you have a nice PTR too. You're a handsome guy.
I know, but let's not deflect. If I tell you have a nice PTR, is that love bombing? Because that was your statement. That was your statement in Million Marathon. Then I listen. You know what's kept me going?
No, don't take what fucking Tracy said, man.
No.
Hold
on a second.
I followed you, so follow me back.
Hold on a second. In this house, whether you like it or not, I'm the big fucking kahuna. So when I'm talking, I need you to listen. If not, you can get out. Okay?
Oh, so JB doesn't run his room like that, huh? Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. That room in the Million Marathon, well, you know what's got me through life? One, besides my street savvy, is my fucking memory. I remember everything. Okay, I may not be the smartest guy, but I'm not the fucking dumbest. And when you come after me and you try to dox myself and my family, and I show you grace, let me tell you a story. See, I'm going to go there. Fuck this. When I was banging with Million Marathon, there was 5, 6, 7,000 people in that room. All I ever told this woman was, hey, you got a nice PTR. So when all these assholes came up on stage, by the way, with no receipts, still waiting for the receipts on those, she comes up just to fucking step on me while I'm down and says, oh, I just want everybody to know that JB love bombed me because he said I had a nice PTR. This is what I'm talking about, Sid, when you have to be careful talking to women. You can't tell a woman nice PTR and then they fucking run around. Because you know what? Here's the truth, Angel. And I'm going to keep it real. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're one of those people that crave attention. You're one of those people that probably have no attention in life, and you want to fucking focus everything on you. And like I said, I've shown you more grace and respect than you fucking deserve for what you did to me. You're one of the problems with fucking women in this world. The toxic femininity. You want to play the victim. You want to poke the bear, but then you want to play the victim. No, I'm not going to bring you up. You know why? Because you don't respect my space. If you did, you would shut the fuck up when people were talking. Because not everybody wants to hear from you. So if you don't like it, you're going to take this house down? Good luck, lady. Bigger people and more popular people than you have tried. And yet, here we are fucking standing.
Yo, JB, I'm going to be honest with you, man. This shit exists. And don't take this the wrong way. Because giving grace is a kind gesture. But that's exactly why these motherfuckers are the way they are. Because we give grace. We care. We be trying to care and shit. We supposed to let motherfuckers... I'm at a point now where I'm letting motherfuckers burn, man. Like, I'm not saving nobody. I'm not giving grace. Give you one chance, nigga. I'm cutting you out. I'm sorry, I used the N-word. My apologies. I'm a little rough around my edges. But I'm cutting you at the heel, at the ankles, G. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more grace, man. If you're disrespectful, you're not getting a second chance. No, you're gonna sit in that fire of loneliness, and why can't I get back on stage, and why can't people talk to? No, because you ain't shit. And that's the problem. I blame men for this shit. I'm sorry, fellas. I blame us.
Well, see, so let me say something, man. And you know what's gonna be interesting to me? The narrative that comes out of what I said, right? Everybody in this room heard what I said. Now, what I said and what she's going to go into other rooms and say I said is going to be completely different. Let me tell you, so you see Brad on my stage? Brad and I would bang all the time because I didn't like the way he was talking to certain people. A, I should have just minded my fucking business. And B, now that time has passed, he was right. I publicly apologized to Brad just the other day. And I'll do it every fucking day. He was right to talk to the Victorias of the world who are toxic femininity. Yo, Angel, I got to be honest with you, bro. 100% I'm disappointed in you because I gave you another chance to come into my circle and you act like a fool. And when you act like a fool, you get treated like a clown. I gotta stand down, Sid, because I have some real life shit to do. Please run the space. You want to bring her up? That's on you, kid.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna let her sit in the kitchen. She can make the room some sandwiches. I think everybody's sick of her. I'm looking at the chat. The majority of people are fucking sick of her. She just came in here, showed her ass. And this is exactly JB. So now it's you gotta tell a lie on JB. Because exactly what just transpired between you and JB, let me get some signal here. That's exactly what happened in that last room. You're a liar. You show your ass. You come in here, and again, you know, you can talk all the shit that you want. You're just used to being around beta ass men that just let you act the fucking fool and don't say shit, bro. This ain't that space, man. You act like a bitch, you're gonna fucking get called when you're gonna get checked. So I didn't call you a bitch because I disagreed with your points. I actually agreed with some of your points. I called you a bitch because you acted like a fucking bitch. Just like if I was broke and a bum, you call me broke and a fucking bum. So it is what it is. You want to act a certain way? Again, that's what I get with these women. They all want all this responsibility and equal rights and we can do it. But then when you act accordingly on your own, based on your own free will, and people respond to how you react, then it's a fucking problem. We got to take it easy on you. Then you just sat up here and lied on two fucking men, and you're lying in the fucking chat now. Yo, fellas, my advice, real quick. Women like this, they can be soft and sweet and they can sound like they're, but women like this are dangerous. She's the type that will falsely accuse you and get your ass locked up and then be laughing all the way to the fucking bank, bro.
Yo,
women like this, you gotta be aware of.
Let me say this because Uncle's been trying to get an uncle. I promise you can go next. Let me just say this, bro. I'm so sick. I don't care if they're liberal, conservative, of these women coming and poking the motherfucking bear, right? Even when you show them the grace and the space, and you give them another chance to prove that maybe they changed, because I know I changed since that room, and they come in and do the same fucking bullshit, bro. Same bullshit. Now, I'm not going to dox her, because she's going to be talking about, this is their narrative. That's right, my narrative is my lived experience with you and engaging with you. You're toxic. You couldn't be a content creator if I taught you how. It's bizarre to me. I run some of the best fucking spaces and rooms on this app, bar none. And I only let you back in. I was hoping that you may have changed. But you know what? I'm lying because I cut you off. No, and I asked you, that's another thing I asked you to do. Stand the fuck down. When people are talking, not everybody needs to hear your voice. Your voice is not the most important voice in this motherfucking room. You get it?
Nobody
And I hate, Susan, shut up while I'm talking. I hate to get like, you can get the fuck out too.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up.
What the fuck
Good.
is wrong with you, weirdo female? Shut up. God,
Let me
No,
tell you
it's us,
something.
Midnight. It's
Let
us.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is my word as a man. When a woman comes in here, I always treat her with grace. But when a woman starts acting with some fucking toxic masculinity energy, fuck you. You're gonna get back what you give. Now you want to sit in the chat and cry the fucking victim. Yeah, you are crying the victim. So I'm tired of that shit. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Give me a second, guys. Because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm not protecting anybody that don't deserve protecting. Get it, Uncle.
As I smoke my blunt and just listen to all of this, man, look, I just heard toxic female energy, and I want this to be known. A lot of toxicity comes, I hate to say it, but from the mothers, because single moms create these visions and create these thought processes in their daughters' heads, making them feel a certain type of way about men. Women, I want y'all to understand this. We love the fuck out of y'all, and we would protect y'all through and through. All we want y'all to be is in y'all's feminine ways. That's all. We want y'all to respect us. We want you to love us. We want you to cook, fuck us, all of that good shit. But at the end of the day, just stop acting like I had to catch myself, caught myself. Stop acting like men. You were made to be a woman. Put yourself in a woman's place. And let me break this toxic shit down. Like sometimes when a couple has a daughter and the man beats on the woman, but the woman doesn't leave. And then that little girl grows up seeing that shit, and then she thinks that she should get with men that beat on her because she thinks that's a form of love. Or vice versa with the little boy. Say the woman is verbally abusive to the little boy, and the nigga don't leave. The man don't leave. And now, the little boy grows up getting with women that talk shit to him because he thinks that's a form of love. See, a lot of people need to get their love language in order because everybody's looking at that love thing from everybody else's standpoint rather than their individual own. And when you're looking at it from somebody's others aspects, you ain't gonna love yourself in the way that you need to. So if you don't love yourself, you can't get into these relationships with these men.
I need you to land real quick. Thank you.
Oh, my bad, family. My bad.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. You joined the house. I appreciate you. But I have somebody on stage I need to have a little dialogue with real quick.
Okay. Well, my bad.
Bro, you're fine. I'm going to come back to you, I promise. Give me a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Malcolm, are you there, Mr. Malcolm?
Yeah, it's good, brother.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if I ever told you this, but do you know why I come to your spaces? Because how you handle the female audience. Because females are tough on this app. And the way I just spoke, you would never speak. But I had to speak on that because it's been sitting on me for a long time. But please, I want to welcome you to the space.
Yeah, I get it, and what I do is I just ignore the trolls. And I saw what you went through with the troll that you're referring to. I just ignore them because I don't know. It's just better just to ignore them because I'm not gonna. I get bothered in every single room by the person you're referring to. I can't do a room without being bothered in the chat, talked about, disrespected, but there's nothing I could do. I mean, there is actually, I could invoke the power I have because I could ban that person from this room, and I could ban that person from just about every room they go to because the room they go to, all the people are my people. I'm talking about literally banned. Can't come to the club. But I decide not to. So I just let them troll. You got a powerful stage. They tried to take you down. I witnessed it. It didn't work.
It almost made me and you beef. I saw the fuckery. I reached out to you. Didn't know you. You always tell the story. I appreciate it. We're friends now, and just keep doing what you're doing, bro, and just let them troll. Cause right now, the troll is probably so angry right now just because the boogeyman's on stage having a conversation with you. The boogeyman can go everywhere in his love. You can't pick a room. Whack 100's room, whatever room you pick, it's an open door for Jerry.
Yeah, I think Hakima Mojo's days have come to an end.
Kill him with this love.
But we're gonna go for another hour on this.
Brad? How you doing? How y'all doing, everybody?
What's going on?
If you want to go to the,
hey brother, let's just smile, brother.
If you want to go to the other room, the healthy debates room, jump on that stage.
Any negative thing you
say
wanna,
to talk, you can do that. I would suggest
happy, brother.
Go interact.
Man, I can't even put it to words.
But this room is dead for the most
as,
part.
as
So
a
sorry
man,
about
as
that.
a friend. See, that's the thing, Jerry.
This is how it
I
goes.
cultivated a friendship off this app, which, in my opinion, is what this app really should be for. Let's cultivate relationships. Let's build businesses together. For those of you who don't know Jerry, please follow Jerry. Man, I promise you, my word as a man, you will learn business like you never heard it before. But I'm gonna hand him over to you guys because Jerry, I was off the app. I left. I got like 5 text messages. You need to come back because of all the time.
Man, I love it. Listen, bro, you're doing some great rooms. You got a great team, some solid guys, solid women. You know, just you do it. Keep doing you, man, and then you're gonna start getting more phone calls when your room. You know how they go, Jay. You know, as soon as the rooms start growing, you're gonna start getting reached out to again. But if I was you, I would double down and just dig deep into this room. This is you over here. And just keep pushing this, bro. But I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna mute my mic and let y'all rock out.
Well,
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you too. Let me just say one thing. I let her rock out, bro. Say whatever you want. Sig's a big boy.
Why don't you bring her up then? Bring her up. Let's have a conversation.
When you threatened to take my house down, was I put so much work into getting this house? I can't bring her up. Other mods have to bring her up. When you put the work in, and you get somebody that's obviously, in my opinion, angry at life, angry at men. Man, I'm lying. You didn't say you were gonna take this house. This house is going down. Somebody bring her up, please. Thank you. Oof.
Yeah, I can't bring her up anymore. I've exhausted my invites with Angel, unfortunately. Sorry.
I consider that fortunate.
Nah, she said Jerry can. Nah, Jerry, I stay out. I got a secret power. My secret power is I stay out the way. That's it. If somebody come up, they come up. I'm not bringing her up. Next thing you know, I get accused of doing. No, I ain't doing that.
Well, Brad wants to bring her up. He's more than welcome. But Jerry, before you bounce, because listen, for what people don't know is that you're huge in the real estate, right? That's your lane. You guys want to learn real estate, man? Follow Jerry Malcolm. Good dude, man. Jerry, why, in my opinion, why are females so toxic in today's world? What do you think?
You know, y'all not gonna like this. Y'all not gonna like this. I think it's we got mothers and we got sisters, so let's keep that in mind. But then again, my sister be some bullshit. So, one of you dudes might call my sister toxic. But you know, man, expectations, bro. Expectations. Somewhere, some women has been taught that you don't have to work hard. They've been taught that you're supposed to get this. How real can I be, bro? NY, can you mute your ears for a second?
No, I'm not easily offended. Go ahead.
I mean, some of them act like if they giving up the pussy. Let me digress. I don't want to go here right now, JP. It's Monday morning.
Listen. Hold on, JP.
I'm gonna keep it
Don't bring those filters now, man. Be you, because Sig says the same exact thing you're about to.
Somebody said I'm being a coward. No, it's not that I'm being a coward. They don't know me very well, do they, Jay? But let me just say this. It's expectations, bro. It's expectations. And then, fellas, some of us input that bullshit expectation in because we roll over for their asses. Some of us roll over for the bullshit, and then that enforces some of the BS. But you know what though? I won't say all women are like that though, Jay. I don't think NY is like that. But I don't know, bro. It's a tough one. I've been in this app for 5 years. I've been in this app for 5 years or 4 years, however many, and I hear some shit and I just can't even figure it out, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. Except the only thing I can say is expectations, unrealistic expectations. But what were you about to say, Jay?
I was just gonna say expectations lead to disappointment every time.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what. Let's bring Angel up. Let's have that conversation. Where's she at? Fuck it, I'm gonna bring her up.
Wait, I mean, is this the one I was supposed to bring up? Because I was curious. Like, I heard my name while I was working. Someone said bring her up.
Yeah, Angel. I'm gonna ask Angel myself. Bring Angel up.
All right, here we go. Who's the Susan? You want Susan up too as well?
Yeah, bring him up. So let's ask Angel. What's good with Angel? And here's the thing. Yeah, what's good?
Hey Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, your fucking DJing stuff the other day was such old music. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Okay.
Anyways, how have you been?
I got a question for you, Angel. How come you been banging on me for so long? Like what I do to you?
Shit to me. I don't know. There was some spill out. There was, once upon a time a room. I maybe had, leaned towards somebody who wasn't leaning towards you, and, shit just balled out. But you and we've never had a personal beef. In fact, me and Jay have never had a personal beef.
I know, but Angel, let's play a game. Just answer the question for a second.
Okay.
Because you deflected. So what I'm saying is this. Because my friend had to check you. Because my friend dropped shit in Queens. She had to check you because of the way you was coming at her.
Dear God.
I mean, you want me to call her in here?
Go ahead.
All right, let me call drop shit in Queens.
Okay. So what you're saying, Jerry, is actually in other spaces as well?
Get y'all back up. Get y'all back up today, boy. Bring your back up. Sig got Jay. Jay got Jerry. Jerry's about to get drop shipping Queen. There we go.
Wait,
Let's
hold
get
on.
him
I
back
didn't
up.
get Jerry. Jerry came in on his own.
He didn't. Shut the fuck up. Next.
No, Angel, let me ask you this though. Let this be a lesson for people, okay? So basically, I had a problem with Million Marathon back in the day. So what you're basically saying is you had zero problem with me, but because you rock with them, you started bothering me. That's what you're basically saying.
Well, in more specifically, can I be specific about it?
Can you be specific? I mean,
yeah. Can I say exactly what took place so that people, if we're gonna speak on it, let's just speak on it all together.
No. Are you talking about that room? You talking about that room back there?
Yeah, you want to make sure that.
No, see, that's an example of how messy you are. Instead of.
Well, I'm asking you for permission.
Angel.
Before I even go off on it, I'm not negating any responsibilities. I'm just trying to narrow it down to what exactly happened.
No.
Because you guys are being like very broad and stuff. Like you're saying Million Marathon, and it had nothing to do with Million Marathon. It had to do with a young lady who I was, just like y'all here. Just like, Jay just said, like, I'm good friends with Sig. Like, I'm good friends with you. I was actually good friends with the young girl only in this application. So when she posed her truth, I supported her.
See, that's my point right there. Let me tell you why you're dangerous, okay? Because that was a bona fide lie. Because if it was the truth, the person who was affected would have came here. So the person that was it was a bona fide lie, and and it got proved to be a lie. But what you're doing right now, you're trying to spin another narrative. And
I'm not spinning anything. I just asked for permission to bring up the topic of what exactly happened, and then I'm now being called a liar.
Let me tell you what I was about to do. I was actually about to build with you, and I was about to give you a pass. But let me tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do what I could have did a long time ago, and you're going to feel it. I'll just put it like that. I'm not talking about disrespecting you. But I'm saying I'm not going to let a girl run around the app in every room she goes in a chat and talk about me like a dog. You do that in every single room.
I didn't say anything about you. I just said you're a bad DJ. The other day you were playing music. I said your music sucks.
Angel, I didn't say anything about you. Listen, I'm an admin in that club. You go in there, I could ban you from the club. I'm an admin in this club. I could ban you from this club.
That's fine. And what does that have to do with with the room, with why we fell out. What does that have to do? What does it have to do?
Angel,
I don't get it.
Do you see how much of a habitual liar you are?
I didn't lie about anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't even get a chance to share nothing. You're asking me questions. I'm asking for permission to talk about it in detail. And you're basically saying that room was a lie, this, or that.
No, go ahead, talk about it. Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Okay, you said you wanted to ask me questions about why we fell out.
No, Angel.
You said, what did I do to you? And I asked for your permission. Can I bring up the day in questioning?
Angel, I tell you what. Let's do this. This is what I do. Whenever somebody want to speak, especially a woman, I don't yell at them. Have I ever yelled at you and cursed you out?
Yes, you have.
I have?
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Wow, you're you know, JB.
Bring back the word retarded.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? Why? I can't be honest today? Are you going to sit here and say that you never cursed me out?
We'll let a woman discuss it with you. Bring Dropshipping Queen up.
She's loving this attention, by the way, guys.
Yeah. Hey, so listen. So basically, Joy, let me tell you what's going on.
Can I bring it back up too?
No, listen.
I can't bring it back up.
Hey, I'm gonna be as loud in the mic as you are, sis. That mic is hot and loud. Please, if you bring it back up, Angel, tell her.
Let me jump.
Right.
Let me jump in.
Let me bring him back up.
Let me jump in here real quick. You can bring anybody you want, as long as they're respectful. But
wait, you guys can't. You guys aren't respectful to me. I'm being called a bitch and everything else, but my people gotta be respectful.
Get over it. Yeah. People have to bring your people. But
no. Hey, let's leave her people in the audience for a second, because look, Angel. So look, let me tell you what's going on. I just want to put Joy up to light. So I come into the room. Angel's in here, going at it with Jay or whatever. Then she always saying stuff about me in the chat. So I just said, well, probably you got me. So guess what she tried to do, Joy? You want to talk about it? Let's bring up that room, something you did to my friend. Joy, she's trying to bring up that room from back in the day to imply I did something wrong.
Whoa. What room and what friend? Let's not talk in code.
Hold on, I have to say hello to Dropshipping Queen.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing, hon?
I am doing great. How are ya?
I'm happy you're here.
And I'm glad to be here.
I'm gonna let you and Jerry have the dialogue. Susan, please respectfully, please be quiet. Let Jerry and Dropshipping Queen have their dialogue.
So I'm saying to her, what problem does she got with me while she's always mentioning me in all these chats? Now she's also saying I cursed her out before. Joy, I've never, ever cursed out one woman on this app, because I don't do that. Okay, now if you had a little boyfriend, I will tell you, go get your boyfriend. I'll share what a real crash out would look like. Okay? So, but Angel's been coming at me. So what she's doing right now, Joy, with her voice inflection, she's trying to imply I did something wrong. And she's like, you want to bring it up? Let me bring it up. Something I did to her friend. Talking about that real estate situation, Joy. So so I'm just bringing you up to light right now. That's what it is. So, Angel.
Wait a second, Miss Joy. I just want to say that he said, can we talk about, what happened between us? And I asked for permission. I said, can I please talk about the day in question? Can I please, mention that room? So, in fact, nothing has been said for me, and you got called in as a reinforcement. So I didn't say anything actually. I didn't pose any. You are the reinforcer, and so I didn't just make notation. I didn't say anything. I asked for permission to speak about the day in question.
I got a question for you, though, Angel. Let me ask you this question, though. And
I actually just stated that I like Jerry and I like Jay. So here we go.
This is just a bill. Why would you put yourself in something where you have no idea of the details, but even if you do know a particular person, why would you insert yourself in something and go around room to room to room to room talking about an individual and you don't even know all the details, instead of reaching out to this person and saying, hey, let me hear what they got to say? What joy or what fulfillment does that do to you to go degrade yourself and make people look at you the way that you're presenting yourself, to do that chat after chat after chat, room after room after room? Why do you do that?
Jerry, I think I'm very well read in these clubhouse spaces. I'm known as a goo member, chat banger. There's a lot of titles I've been given over my 5 years on this application. I don't know you, Jerry, outside of this application.
Okay, well, let's do this.
Can I finish? I can't finish my statement. Okay, all right. Well, I'll let you know. I just want to just say that every time I go to speak, the narrative.
Let me tell you what we're going to do. This is how we're going to play this, Jay. This is how we're going to do this. You have an amazing room going on, and it just came in my mind. Jay, we can't give trolls this type of attention. She couldn't pay to be on somebody's stage and be modded. She's the type of girl that has to do exactly what she do. So let's honor her and let her do what she does very well. Bang in the chat. Jay, please, let's leave the troll in the chat so she can troll.
I got no problems with that. I'm waiting for her reinforcements to come in. See, it's funny on this app how people have selective memory. And I told her, I said, I remember everything you said about me. That's how I survived this long in life, is my memory.
Let me tell you, I got to apologize to Dropshipping Queen too, Jay. I'm sorry. Joy, I love Joy like a sister. We actually know each other in real life. I know her son. She got a son that, listen, her little son is a reincarnated Deion Sanders or reincarnated Iverson. She got a gym in her hands. So, Joy, I'm going to apologize to you. I know what you do every single day. And I actually text your phone to come in this room to talk to a girl named Angel. Joy, I apologize to you. I need to send you a cash app, buy you lunch or something. I will never do that again.
I appreciate the apology because you already know I'm over here doing my ones and twos.
I know. Jay, I had to catch
my brother, just to make a public service announcement, and most of y'all already know, about my brothers. They know I'm coming full speed ahead, all gas, no brakes. There's not a female on this earth that's going to ever come from my brothers, and they got to ever say nothing. That's what I'm here for. But with that being said, if you don't need me, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm going to call you later.
All right, holla.
Hey, Brad, Sig, and Jay at NY. I'm going to apologize to y'all, too, because I'm over here. I don't know why I even had this conversation with this girl. Hey, Jay, we got to have those fans. But look, Angel, I'm going to ask you to do this one thing for me, though. Can you tag 2 or 3 friends next time you talk about me? And can you, maybe post me a story or something? And tag, 3 people because it'll help the algorithms for me. But back to you, though, Jay.
Sorry, No, I'm
dead. I know Jerry doesn't need me to co-sign this, but I've been following Jerry. If anybody's new to the space, you're not familiar with Jerry, which is shocking because he's an icon on this app. I've been in and out of Jerry's rooms for years. I've never, for the record, heard him yell at a woman, disrespect a woman, get out of pocket with a woman. He's always been quite inviting and lovely to women in his space. So when someone said that he was disrespectful, I was sitting behind my mic clutching my pearls like, what? That just seems out of character. So I just wanted to kind of just support him in that narrative as a woman. And for the weirdos in the bottom who might be like, oh, she's a pygmy. No, bitch. Jerry is not a hater and disrespectful to women. So,
he had his moments, and that's the truth. That's cool that she's saying that, but that's a lie. I mean, nobody can produce. That's what's so funny. Debate the News. It has replays. All of our stuff was in a podcast. Search it. Take time and search it. I don't do it. Now, if it's guys, I make it clear. We y'all want it. We can do that anytime we want to. Women, I don't do that.
Hey, Jerry, you know what, man? First off, you don't have to ever apologize to my space because my space is your space. But I'm mad at myself because I didn't take the advice I give you all the time. Stay away from people that are toxic.
Yeah.
And I try to forgive this woman for what she tried to do to me, right? Because it failed. Because they didn't realize the man I am. But damn, I should have just taken my own advice.
You got a good thing going over here, man. Every time I look in the hallway, I'll be mad because you always open rooms while I'm in the thick of things. I'm why can't Jay just wait 3 hours and open it? But man, you got a solid crew. You can, but you keep stopping going. If you be consistent, man, you're the type of person where you'll have a better space than we had in Debate the News. Your space will be better than Debate the News because you allow more things from different people, and you don't try to be part of a clique. There's no clique with you. my space that I had, I'm gonna keep it real. That shit was a clique, and I was part of that bullshit. So just keep doing you, my brother, and a lot of blazing. Okay, yeah, I'm blazing Jay. Here comes the stroking. You know, that's what's so interesting. Why do people get mad at people because they'll give somebody compliments? Because what is the matter with giving compliments? Like what is the problem?
It's all in the word, Jerry. Her name is Angel. That's Lucifer, Satan.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a cheat code in life. It's better to make friends than to make people that dislike you. Just remember that. It's much better to make friends. But anyway,
Jerry, I gotta point out that Mojo, the world famous Roger Mayhem, has been clipped, and in the muff is a rudderless house now. Today, we were supposed to do live stream analysis of this room and many other rooms here in Clown House to do a psychological observation study about how people.
All right, I'm not having that lunatic nonsense. He's an idiot. Don't even get
He was sounding kind of cool, though.
Wait a minute, JP. Mojo's been clipped. I'm sad. My heart is. What? Why? I wanted to hear more.
Jerry, he was kind of alone.
You want to bring him back up? I just want to let you know, Jerry, he's live streaming on YouTube and IG right now. And a lot of people that come into my spaces, you know why I don't keep replays on, is because they don't want to be recorded. And this guy doesn't have respect for spaces.
I guess. Why aren't we staying on topic? Next mode on that. All right, go back to you, Shay.
Well, let me say hello to Nerd because he's been patiently waiting. Nerd, what's good, man? Nerd swag.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, bro? You want to chime in? Why are women so toxic? And that was the perfect example.
Yes, sir. And I have a relevant example. I believe she is Latina, so modern women have a salsa and bachata problem, okay? I don't know when they all started going to these dance classes, but they become expert dancers around accountability. I'm going to post a link in the chat about this woman who said she is going to lose 60 pounds to be official because a man said that, hey, we can't, be a boyfriend and girlfriend unless you lose 60 pounds by December 2025. So, unfortunately, if you look at the comments of that video, or rather a part of that video, Miss Leslie J, the sisterhood, says if you aren't official, he isn't your man. Don't deal with all these conditions, and this is a humongous red flag. So basically, it's a red flag to deal with a man who has self-respect and does not want to publicly date a humpback whale. So again, modern women are toxic because they don't want to be healthy, and somehow they have taken all these different salsa and bachata classes, but they're not doing it physically, right? They're doing it mentally. They are mental salsa experts, salsa rica, and it's ridiculous. So I don't know, maybe they need to actually go to the physical class and lose some weight instead of doing all these mental gymnastics and acrobatics. They're so flexible mentally, right? Making all these excuses, but somehow they can't even bend over to get on a bike. So I'll land right there.
Thank you, Nerd. Jerry?
Not too much on the big women, bro. Not too much. Hey, Angel. You see
Everything on obesity. Sorry,
Angel,
what'd you say?
Angel, so do you want to apologize publicly right now for all the trauma and pain you've caused me over the last 3 years? You want to apologize?
Don't say this. Don't say that publicly.
Do you want to apologize?
Wait, are you serious? You want me to apologize to you?
Yeah, don't say that's my boy Craig. That's Craig. Can't be Craig. But do you want to apologize, Angel?
Yeah, that is Craig on 381. Fuck you, Craig. That was 380 yesterday.
Angel.
Jerry, what do you want me to apologize to you for, love? What do you want? I'm not. You don't act like you've been hurt. I never said nothing to hurt your feeling.
Is that you, Craig? Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, that's Craig. What's up, Craig?
What's going on?
What's good, Cray?
Wait. Is that Cray though? Is that the world famous Cray?
Yep, that's him.
Hey Jay, do you know who Cray is?
Man, I love Craig.
Oh shit! What's been up, Cray? I haven't seen you in a while.
And I just been focused, man. I've been doing a lot. I moved out to Atlanta, so
Don't you move to Atlanta?
Okay, Angel, I just want you. That's all you get, Angel. But I appreciate you. Thank you for the apology. Well, go ahead, Jay. Back to you, brother.
That's an OG movie just made. So I'm gonna do a quick room reset. Man, this show's been crazy. Healthy debates. Why are females so toxic in today's world? I also have a poll. Who's being honest, Jerry or Angel? 80% are saying Jerry. It should really be 99.9.999, but whatever. You allowed your perspective. Angel, I'm waiting for you to bring it back. Well, I tell you what, Angel, bring it back up and I'll bring it back up. So I'm gonna hand the room over to the other mods because I left what I was doing in real life to open this room. So I'm gonna be listening but not participating. So gentlemen and Nye, good luck.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Hey, Cray, I'm about to start popping up some rooms. Make sure you pull up, bro. I need to holler at you. But back to you guys.
most definitely, G.
Dig, you there, see?
Yeah, I'm looking at this dummy in the chat, can't spell pole. She says, get my name off of your P-O-L-E. What a fucking dumbass. It's P-O-L-L, you retard. Fucking retard.
Well, that is cool. It's just not the right pool.
Yeah, this pole she's used to. That's why she got 6 kids and 6 baby daddies. So we understand. We understand where her mind's at. We get it.
Yeah, that is the pool that she likes, right?
Yo, why is a woman with 6 kids on Clubhouse, man? Yo, you should go spend time with your fucking babies, man. Get the fuck off.
Oh, no, that's Angel. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Angel. I wasn't talking about you.
Don't sip
Oh,
out,
goddamn.
Don't
No,
sip
I
out,
like
bro.
Angel. No. No.
Don't sip out, bro. Yeah, that's what she's used to. She's used to these spineless ass niggas that let her do whatever the fuck she wants. She ain't used to somebody just telling her, smacking her, virtually smacking her with the goo button, bro, with an audience button. She ain't used to that shit. But KK, the reason why she's not on the stage because she's been insufferable, disrespectful, and annoying as fuck. Everybody, probably damn near everybody with the mob team has dropped her ass because she's annoying, man. Annoying as fuck. Messy as fuck. She got 6 kids. Go be with your babies. It's already a problem enough these black kids don't have enough parental time in our community. Go spend time with your babies. Get the fuck off the...
See, can I just say that, when I live stream these rooms, it is in my best intention. It's in everybody's best intention to realize that anger management, enlightenment, they go hand in hand. But personality development...
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a rare time where I actually heard him talk normal, because normally he comes in, and he does some weird trolling shit, or he, plays some weird music or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably the most mentally ill person on this app. I don't know, bro. Let's get back to the topic. Big Stank, how you doing, Big Stank? I can't bring Angel up. If you guys want to bring Angel up, be my guest. I'm not engaging with her in the bullshit. Big Stank, how you doing?
What's good, JB? Chilling, man. Just came to support your space. This isn't the usual topic I'm used to seeing you have.
Well, we were having a really good conversation earlier in another room about toxic masculinity, toxic femininity, and I had to leave, and then I get 5 text messages offline when I left that, Angel was coming up gaslighting the room like she likes to do. She was centering the conversation around her like she likes to do. And they asked me to come back, open another room, and here we are. Man, listen, here's the truth. I don't give a fuck what a person's opinion is. You're entitled to your opinion. I know I'm not changing anybody's mind on this app, but you don't have to come up and just start centering everything around you. Anthony Edwards does the same fucking thing. And I'm just tired of it, man. I am. Angel lives in her reality, I live in mine. Go ahead, Keegan.
Listen, I don't know the beef, I don't know the history, and I don't get me wrong, the interaction I've seen of Angel does not seem like a pleasant woman, especially in the previous room with Sig. But I'm gonna be honest. Do I think that she's getting she's told that she can talk. She's told she's able to expand on a story. She gets knocked down. Listen, my opinion of seems like a terrible woman, but at the same time, if we're letting everyone speak, I don't, maybe we let her speak. I don't know. Just feels like to me, Angel's being kind of mistreated in this moment. I don't know about all the other moments, but
Hey, Keegan, you've been in a million of my spaces. All I ask people to do is respect the one mic policy. She sits on stage with her mic unmuted and interjects herself every single time without letting people land. That's my beef with her. I don't give a fuck what she's going to go in other rooms today and talk shit about me. I can care less. But if she wants to come back up and respect the space, she's more than welcome to. Because Keegan, I give everybody a voice on my stage. I can't bring her up. Big Stan, can you bring up the young lady with her hand up? Her name is Angel. Please?
I got you.
Thank you. Once again, welcome back to the stage, Angel.
Hey, Jay.
Hi, Angel.
Right, I heard what you said, yo. I caught it for a second. I'm glad you caught yourself. You didn't know it was me?
I'm in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix. Okay.
For that pussy hypnosis is crazy. Don't fall for it, bro. Don't slip out. Keep your spine. Keep your spine.
Sig, I'm gonna step. Give me a second, Angel. I'm gonna step aside. I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay, can I say something before you leave?
Be my
It's
guest.
to you. Yeah, so I genuinely like you. I don't speak about you outside of your own spaces. Like, if I have something to say, you're right here. Like, I haven't followed you just now, so, like, anything you want to talk about with me, I'm gonna give you my phone number. Like, call me, because, I'm a friendly person. Have nothing against you. Sorry that you feel the way you feel. Didn't come at you, didn't attack you. But I do remember you specifically saying that what I said to you during that time meant something to you. So I'll take that and I'll leave with that. But genuinely, don't even talk about you.
All right, well, you shouldn't. And if you do, I'm a fucking rock star. But I'll say this, and I don't want you to interrupt me, please. Okay? I was in that room on that stage with 6,000 or 7,000 people when you came up and said I was love bombing you, which couldn't be further from the truth. So when you did that to dogpile on me, when you thought, see, here's what happens, Angel, on this app. People get doxxed, and then other people think, oh, that person's done. They don't know my resolve or my fortitude. I'm not that dude. So for you to come up and interject yourself into that space when it had nothing to do with you and accuse me of love bombing, I'm going to keep it real, Angel. Shame on you for even doing that.
Okay. All right. So, and I'll say this, and I'll say it one more time. Tracy disclosed the message to us publicly in Million Marathon. That message was something that was copy-pasted and put in my back channel by you. Was it love bombing? I don't want to define it as that. You and I didn't have that type of relationship. In fact, Jay, when you and I shared spaces, we were actually talking on real serious topics that had nothing to do with relationships whatsoever. And I don't, honestly, I don't oppose to having those conversations in the future because I think a lot of what you have to say is very relevant. I think a lot of what you have to say needs to be heard. I think a lot of your lived experience is very valid and should be something that you should operate off of. Love bombing is not something that I personally would call what I said. The only thing that I did say, and maybe this was where you didn't fancy what I said, was, hey, I got that same exact message. I got that same exact message, and we all PTR'd the same exact message that you were copy-pasting and putting in women's back channels. Just so happened that Tracy seemed to be the one to have something against you at the time. She didn't follow forward with anything that she said she was, so that's where I called her out. And maybe you didn't hear me call her out in many spaces where I said, you were a clown to go off and come off to this application and paint this man that he was making sexual advances towards you that you kept on saying were inappropriate, and you didn't follow through with no legal repercussions against this man who's already had a lived experience.
Time out. Let me jump in here because I really don't want to go down this lane. But I'm gonna.
Well, you guys have been going down it for half an hour. I'm just now speaking the truth.
Let me jump in here. Okay. So Tracy Reynolds and this might trigger some of you trolls in the VIP section. Sent me sexually explicit videos of herself. That I still have those receipts, by the way. I rejected Tracy Reynolds, that fucking daffy bitch. And as soon as I rejected her, she came on this app and said I was fucking love bombing her. By the way, I have receipts on the fact that I said to her, do not send me sexually explicit material. She did it anyway. And all you people drank the fucking Kool-Aid. You know why, Sid? Because there's a woman saying it.
Well, Jay, listen, sweetheart, I'm going to be very honest with you. Where I lost respect with you was the fact that she did share those pictures with you, right? She did. You admitted it. She admitted it.
It wasn't pictures, it was videos, but go ahead.
Okay, well, whatever it was, babe, is that you had it, and in real time, you sent it to Jonathan and Nelson on stage.
Wait, hold on.
You're like, you guys want to see what she sent me? You said, you guys want to see what she sent me? You guys want to see what she sent me? And you sent it to them, and we had a dialogue about that, and that's where I just...
Whoa, let me address
I
that.
lost respect.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
That's fine. I'm not looking for anybody to respect me. If you're not my friend, I don't care. But let me say this, okay? I sent that to Jonathan. I sent that to Nelson because this woman was sitting on the stage with.
Okay, but can you admit that I lost respect for you there? And don't say that don't say I love bombing you.
Let me finish. Right? I sent it to him because this woman was sitting on stage during the height of COVID saying that she sleeps with a knife under her pillow and that she was worried I was going to come to fucking Canada, which, by the way, the border was absolutely closed, and fucking hurt her and her son. Okay, that's not the only thing she said that you weren't privy to. She also went around this app telling people I hacked a bank account and cleaned it out. See, when you have my past and you own my past like I do, right? I own my past. But one thing I won't allow happen is people to grab the lowest hanging fruit and write my narrative for me. So I'm that man that's going to stand up for myself. So if I sent that to Nelson and Jonathan, it was to defend myself.
And I understood, Jay, that. And again, please just understand that when you tell people that I complimented her picture and she said I was love bombing her, please understand that is so far from the reality of what took place. The reality of what took place is in the real hour that we were talking about this discussion with Tracy, she admitted that she had sent you some information that was personal to her and that you had it. She felt victimized by a lot of the things that were taking place between y'all. I don't know what it was. Personally, I wasn't even on her side. Okay? I wasn't even on her side that day. The only thing that I related to was the fact that the message that she had PTR'd was the same exact message that I had received. And the only thing I said is, wait a second, Jay really, like when I come into your space, you have an abundance of respect for me. You always have. This is not the norm of our relationship or of our conversation. So I'm going to give grace to this here. I don't even look at this. Sid called you for reinforcement, and that's how we got here. But I have no problem with you whatsoever. I genuinely like you as a person, Jay. There's nothing that I hold against you, okay? That's wholeheartedly, and I can give a fuck what everyone else says, babe. What I said in that space was very true.
Okay.
He sent me something that was replication of what she said, and I said, well, that's funny of Jay. Why would he send me a copy-paste when we're genuinely cool with each other? So I thought that was something that I was just like, okay. Then when Tracy said, well, I shared even more personal stuff with him, I said, well, okay, well, where's this going? Coming to find out, it was some personal body imagery. Okay, Jay, you know how I am. You know my lived experience. This is where when you shared that in real time, sweetheart, that's where I lost respect for you, and I have every right to do that.
I'll say it again. When somebody comes after my
and I get it.
When somebody comes after my character and it's coming full guns blazing, her, Eric Harris, right?
Oh, Eric, but we know Eric was a fool. We know Eric was a fool.
Hold on. Let me finish. When somebody tries to assassinate my character, and here's the truth, whether you people want to hear it or not, I did a lot more good on this app than 99% of the people. Okay? And I didn't ask for anything in return. I never got paid for it, nor was I looking to get paid for it. But what we do is we have a salacious society that loves to grab the lowest hanging fruit and cut people down. I'm not that dude. But anyway, I really got to get going. Sig, I'm going to hand the room to you, Brad, and I, and Big Stank. I'll be listening, but I won't be able to participate. Thank you for the dialogue, Angel. Sig, it's yours.
You lucky shit.
Wants to stay on the stage to prevent me from coming back.
Oh, wait, no, wait a second. That's it. Wait a second.
All right,
So
this is
this
a
is what
John
she
Kitover
said she
podcast.
was. Listen, this is where the plot thickens a little bit, because this is what she said she was going to do. The whole reason why we were having this room against, not against Jay, but in regards to what women were saying about Jay, was because Tracy was supposed to be taking out some legal action against Jay. And she never followed up on that. And I eventually, after so many spaces later, where this Jay content was going on, I had said, hey, listen, Tracy, you're going to need to close your mic on this one because you're not doing anything about it. In fact, now everything that you have said has been reneged because you're not taking any action. All you're doing now is just slandering this man on an application, and you've done nothing to protect yourself, done nothing to protect your daughter. And you said that he was coming after the both of you in real time, and that we all needed to be cautious and aware, and that's why you had us bring it to the Million Marathon platform. We were all in support.
But Angel, he just said that he told her not to send it. So is that not unsolicited? Like,
it's still a crime, though, Keegan.
Jay is listen. She sent it to Jay, right? You're right. She sent it to Jay. Whatever. We can't run the playback on what she did. Where I lost respect for Jay is when he took that shit, but he didn't really want himself, and he literally in real time sent it off to two other men. Right in fact, Jerry, I think was probably one of them on that stage as well. I think he sent it to multiple people on that stage, in real time. And that's where I'm like, you know what? I'll have it with Jay another time, but we never had it. I never got the proof and the
even though she sends it unsolicited.
As much money you spend on them Knicks and Dodgers ain't good.
And that's where I was pissed. Exactly. And that's where I was pissed. They both did. Thank you, Jenny.
Did anybody see that Celine Dion died?
So that's thank you. And so that's where I said that. And so for me, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna what Jay thought it wasn't even that. I never got a chance to tell Jay like, hey, what you did just really bothered the fuck out of me, because you were literally trying to stick up for yourself that this wasn't supposed to happen to you, but it happened. But then you did it. You passed that shit off to everybody the fuck else.
Well, here's the thing, though. Again, this is where accountability calls in. You see how they totally want to bypass and skip the fact that the first domino that was tipped over was the fact that she sent them unsolicited. How about we let this grown-ass woman take accountability for actions? Dumbass, we've heard stories time and time again that as a woman, when you send out nudes, people are going to share that shit. It's just, it is what it is.
But not only that, wait a second.
Everybody mute up. Sig, I just sent you a text message, right? No video, not showing anything salacious, other than, hey, I wave hi. What comes after I wave hi? What is it saying there?
It's a video of some, I'd probably say average, the below average looking tits. And it says underneath there, unsolicited, it literally is just a wave hi, and it says, I want you to lick me. With the video.
So she lied. But James, talk about how she lied about it, though.
Angel. Sig. Did she? Well, who said I want you to lick me? Was that me or was that the woman in the video?
That was her. All I see is a wave from you, as in a friendly wave. Hey, how's it going? And then boom, naked video, and I want you to lick me. So nah, man, she's being a pervert. Because here's the thing: if JB did that to her, all she did was wave to JB. And then he sent a dick video and said, I want you to suck me. Oh my God, it'd be the end.
That man would have been fucking incarcerated. And so listen.
Fucking world.
So every single time.
Man, hold on.
Do you really have 6 kids?
Yes, I really do have 6
I'm not-
kids.
I'm
My
not-
oldest is in the military, so thank you very much.
Go to kitchen and make
I have to be honest though, I'm not sure, and maybe
My kids
I'm not a
are
legal expert.
in their summer programs, so thank you for disrespecting my kids. Thank you.
I'm not disrespecting them. I'm worried about them.
Why are you fucking worried about them in the middle of it? It's 12:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My kids are in the summer program, bitch. Stop.
I have a question. Why are women sending tit pics and pussy pics to men on the app that you're not fucking? Are you hoes okay?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually a
relationship
crime.
with him.
Mute the stage again so you guys can hold off for a second, because I've listened to this like while I've been working all day. First, she committed the crime. She sent it. If it was unsolicited, she committed the crime. But you had no smoke for her because, based on the context, I've been listening, and you immediately went to whatever some other actions that were occurred. That could be. You're right. There could be a potential there. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I do know that if they are unsolicited and sent to an individual, that is the actual crime in question. And once you send them out to the internet, you don't have necessarily say. They don't have to reveal your face. They don't have to reveal your name. And if you make it known, well, then it's on you. So again, you women, like Nye said, need to stop sending your fucking pussy shots and your fucking tit shots and your face shots and your dildo sex videos to guys, because you're lucky when you sent them to me that I was just somebody who deleted them. Because I didn't fucking want to see the shit. I didn't care how big a gap you had. I didn't care if you could take it in your ass. I didn't care if you moved the dildo from all 3 holes on your fucking body.
It's kind of like martial law kind of spirit. It's like, well, if he deems it, I got a mandate from the people to get rid of all these people, then that's what I'm doing. And it's, and then by the time you get to what we saw in L.A., you got the governor and the mayor, and it's like, hold up, whoa, what's the line? Like, how about we coordinate and have a conversation? Like, so that's what we're witnessing is this kind of, I call it a trial and error, management by trial, just like, see what I can get away with. And until enough of a source, enough of power stops me, this is what I'm doing. And so, yeah, that's what.
Recipient of these explicit photos can do what they want to. So yeah, do what you want, whores. Send your naked body photos to men on the app, random dudes on the app, and if the dudes share the photos online, then they can do what they want to. Why are you complaining to people on social media that you sent your pussy pics and your clit pics and your tit pics to guys on the app, and then they shared them with other people, and now you're whining and crying on social media looking for an army of enablers to help you take down a guy that you sent that he didn't ask for the doggone pictures. So yeah, encourage these sluts to do what they want, and then the recipient of these unwanted photos can do what they want to.
Okay, can I say something, please? Now, let me just say something. Let me say something, please. So, in regards to her sharing this information with us, here's where she fucked up. She fucked up in trying to associate it with Jay's past, okay? She didn't come to the Million Marathon. We did not take this docket that came across the table very lightly. In fact, when we all were discussing it in the back channel of whether or not how we were going to have this discussion, it was very understood that the women in the space were going to be the ones to state their piece, to state their experience, and each of them had to show us what they experienced from Jay. This all came through PTRs, mind you, okay? This all came through PTRs. Everybody was just PTRing information that came through their back channel from Jay, conversations that were had, so on and so forth. Tracy is the only one who specifically tried to tie her relationship with Jay, because she indicated that they were in a relationship, to Jay's past.
Wait, time out. That's cap. She never insinuated we were in a relationship. So
Jay, she specifically...
Listen, I don't know what she told you, Angel, but there was never a relationship between her.
I just said that it was cat, babes. I just said it was a lie. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Let me finish.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So because there's my name being bandied about.
I know.
So let me say this. Once she sent me those pictures, I cut her off. I blocked her. She ran to the fucking app and started screaming from the top of her lungs that I was doing all this crazy shit. And you know what? I'm still waiting for receipts 3 years later.
Facts. Facts. But listen, this is how it came out on the stage, okay? She made it seem, and I have to go with Jay on this one. He did not originally want to send what he sent to Nelson and Jonathan. He didn't want to send that. She was trying to sit here and make it like they were in a relationship, and she got some fear that came over her. And she realized that he wasn't who he said he was, and she was trying to make it like he had somehow duped her. And she wasn't aware. Maybe she wasn't aware of Jay's past. We all gave her that. But then what came forward was this. She said he had tried to force himself into her life, and she had to go on a defense, protect herself and her teenage daughter from him. And Jay was like, wait a second. Somebody who is afraid of me, somebody who has, such fear of me, why would they then send me some of this stuff? Why would they then continue to engage with me on this level? And we were all like, what sends you what stuff? And he's like, I don't even really want to do this. I don't even want to do this to her right now. And that's what he said. He literally must have said that 45 times. I don't want to do this. And the boys, I gotta admit, I have to be very honest. The boys kind of encouraged him to send that shit. And he was like, I don't even really want to do this. So that's exactly what the fuck happened that day. I was right there on stage. I was one of the people who were right there on stage.
Okay, so
and as all these other women.
Can I say something really quick?
I just want to end on this. She was full of shit. Because she had never taken out. She told us that she was in the process of taking out legal matters against Jay. She felt that her daughter would fall victim to something. She felt that she would fall victim to something. She talked about having to look at her window every day, look out every single time that she was driving to and from where she needed to go. She made herself sound like a bona fide victim, okay? And nothing came of it. Nothing. But everything that was had there on that stage that day, I could see why Jay threw some strays at me and thought I was against him. Because the only thing that I did say I collaborated with, oh yeah, I got that message too. That was it. But Tracy was a fucking liar. She was a liar. She was a woman who was delusional, thinking that a man from an application, full-heartedly and blown on, was going to be with her, wed her, and give her everything.
Okay, so basically, what I'm hearing is that she was going to pursue legal action, but she never has, and probably she never has pursued legal action because any lawyer that she talked to probably told her, hey ma'am, you committed a fucking crime against this man.
I agree.
Absolutely. And we all said that to her.
I didn't catch the front end where he said he didn't. I only heard everything after, right? I didn't hear the part where he didn't want them until after the fact, because that completely changed my whole stance on it. He said if he got unsolicited pics, I mean, I'm not saying him sharing it may or may not be a crime, but her sending them unsolicited was definitely a crime. For sure.
So I just want to ask a question. Is it a crime if I'm live streaming this room on 5 different major platforms right now doing a...
JB,
you know we're live streaming right now. You know we're on YouTube.
So, I just have a question. Is this the Canadian woman?
Yes.
Yes.
So, all right. So,
that's probably why she didn't.
Hold on. So, first off, if I remember this right, because I was one of the first defenders for JB, along with many others like KK, myself, and Gerard, and many others went up to defend him. So I will say this. First off, the allegations that somehow JB would be an international criminal element that would be able to circumvent, go through various VPNs, siphon out money across an international banking system, go into Canada, first off, which was also a blatant lie. Because I'm not going to release any information, but I also know that JB was never going to Canada. So that part is factually true. And she never produced anything. The story should have just stopped there. Somebody should have recognized it because he couldn't have gotten to her. And then secondly, the idea that JB somehow is a computer whiz that can fucking do global hacking on an international scale. No offense, JB, you're all right. I think you're a smart guy, but you ain't that fucking smart. And I'm gonna be honest, neither am I. So I don't fucking know.
Bro, you get no, Brad. You get no smoke from me, bro. I can't even remember my email password half the time.
Fuck, right? Like, I mean, seriously. Like, I can't even figure out how to fucking do emojis on the fucking Clubhouse app. You mean to tell me this guy somehow hacked in through bank securities, international securities, and somehow siphoned off money from Canada, and then went up there in the middle of the night, crossed an international border with Border Patrol and police, smuggled himself into Canada, and then smuggled himself back across the U.S.
Wait, Bradley, you're missing an important point. The border was closed because of fucking COVID. You
That's
couldn't
what
go
I
in
was
there.
about to go into. And the fact that the border was fucking locked down. Like, literally every entrance point was locked the fuck down. Do you forget who was president during this time frame? So, I mean, like, her whole claim should have been just laudable. You didn't need 20 minutes. It was a joke. It was laughable. It was fucking bullshit. It was a joke.
So, Brad, you never seen Dumbo drop?
I maybe when my kids were younger, but I mean.
But Brad, how was this a joke when the shit was left on Jay? It wasn't a joke on the application
because. A joke? Hold on. What was a joke was the fact that people like you, and I'm going to say this, it's not a slur, it's not a slang, is that you guys wanted drama, you wanted tea, you wanted content, and Jay was the content for the moment, and that's where it came to. So you attacked this man, and it was for content, and you guys all went on stage and did your thing. And then you booted people who were like, hey, we're here to support him. Hey, I'll take the first shot. And let's not forget, like, just for me standing up for Jay, because you guys went fucking on this whole, like, we're going to hold Clubhouse court. Like, somehow or another, anybody in their right fucking mind would pick anybody off of Clubhouse to be a Supreme Court justice. Maybe Edward. I would probably go with Edward. That's about it. You somehow think you guys had the knowledge and the foresight and all the information, and you kept it going, not just for a day, not just for an entertainment hour, but for like months. That shit kept up. So I know that because I got vitriol attacked. Except there's a difference with me. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, you can show up and we'll see who comes away. I promise you, I will give you a blood eagle. You show up at my door. The rest of nobody gives a fuck worse than me. But you guys wanted the drama. That's what kept it going. And then you gave credence and air to her.
But the drama was created by a platform that was supposed to be detectives in the moment.
You created drama.
Whatever you do, can you
have 6
just
kids.
move over?
Why?
Just slide over. Yeah, you're not gonna.
Close the letter finish, please. Don't interrupt.
The entertainment side came from those who were promoting the space, right? The Million Marathon was the one who were like, you know what? We're gonna be the detectives on this application. We're gonna bring forth. And it was 3 days. 3 days that they agreed to, that they were going to go down the hallways and bring forth all these people who are running scams on the app, and Jay got thrown in there, right? But what happened in the background of Jay's content was there were receipts from this woman who was completely delusional. She was completely delusional. And we all agreed after, she didn't follow up with shit. She made some of the most egregious statements towards him. And the thing that I really disliked about her is that she threw her daughter in there too, making it seem like Jay was being a predator towards her daughter. And that's where I lost full respect for her. I don't even talk to Tracy anymore after that shit because of what she did. And what happened in that space wasn't clout chasing. No, people who were normally mods in that space weren't even allowed to be moderators in that space because this was going to be a serious conversation. These are going to be serious people that were being called out.
Let me jump in here. Because a lot of things you're saying are not true. First off, there was probably about 20 mods on that stage. And what you're not privy to is the conversation I had with Jonathan and Nelson beforehand, who, by the way, both have publicly apologized to me for that room. On Chatter and on Clubhouse. So this narrative that was spilling, it was those 3 days, man, I was the content on this app for at least 2 months. People who never even engaged with me were opening rooms with my name in the title. And my family got doxxed. And I'm not sitting here crying. I'm just telling you the truth. When my 75-year-old elderly aunt calls me from Texas and says, what's Clubhouse? I'm getting calls from people on here saying that you're trying to sell children on Clubhouse. You're trying to solicit women for prostitution on Clubhouse. This is my aunt. I had to explain to her what that was. So I love the position people are taking because, you know, memory and history, we all have that hindsight vision. But I'm telling you exactly what happened. And by the way, when I agreed to go to the tavern, which I should have never went into, I was told it would be just 2 mods and myself. I didn't know I was going to walk in there to be 20 mods, and anybody that came up to that stage to speak on my behalf got thrown out of the room. That was a hit job. And you know what? Shame on all you people who do things like that assassinate somebody's character without knowing the context. Back to you, Sig.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, you know, all that little, I like you, and all right, cool, and you know, you came up on this topic salaciously. Instead, the first thing you should have did when you came up on the stage when the topic was discussed was, JB, let's hear your side. But you women just spouted a bunch of that shit and went and started running with this narrative that, oh my God, it's a felony to send that off down there. So don't come up here and try to act fake now. You led this conversation trying to fuck with this man's reputation and coming up here with salacious claims, bro. So I think you owe JB an apology publicly. How about we get that? Can you own that? Can you own?
Wait a second. I owe JB an apology, and I came up on stage in the other room to talk about relationship stuff, and JB kept on referencing past information.
Right now, this conversation, not the last stage.
I'm supposed to give him an apology for something he said that we had going on, and then it got broken through.
That's not what I said.
Where's the apology owed at?
Listening. That's not what I said. What I said.
Where's the apology owed at?
What I said.
I didn't lead anything.
Hey, shut up. Just shut up and listen. That's a problem. You don't fucking listen. That's not what I said. What I said, Angel, was you led this conversation, and you and several women led this conversation trying to make it look like he was a bad guy for sending that off as evidence to prove that, hey, I did not solicit this woman. This was totally sent unsolicited. That was him trying to clear his fucking name to share evidence and receipts with other people so that way they can see, okay, JB isn't the one fucking lying. But you guys led with a level of being disingenuous and trying to accuse JB with this conversation. It only stopped once a bunch of men stood up and fucking checked your ass and said, no, we're not playing that fucking game here. So how about you give JB an apology for even making the inference that he was the one that was wrong in this situation?
Apologize.
You know, there is a hotline. The number is 988 in case you need
Apologize right now. Apologize for the tree that it produces oxygen for you.
So, hey, Tulsa, chill out. Leave her alone, man.
No, mate.
Hold on. Let me talk, bro. To be honest, it's none of my business how many kids she has. I don't give a fuck who Angel slept with. Baby, that's not my business. I'm not gonna dox her. It's not my place. You know, just like, and I'm going to say this, and I mean this sincerely, just like I had to rise up from the ashes on this app, thanks to friends like Brad and Sig and others, and Roger. God bless Roger Mayhem. He's had to rise up too. So hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. Thank you, sir. I find talking about myself to be boring, but I'm going to tell you something here, Sig. You ready? Now, I'm not going to put a headshot on it because I'm tired of talking about myself, but there's people in the audience right now. One specific woman who continues to this day sends out like fucking articles about me from 15, 16 years ago. We could be talking about Trump. We could be talking about the environment, race relations. This fucking twat waffle, thank you, Brad, loves to send articles, but she'll come to my stage and sit there and smile in my fucking face. It's the phoniness. See, people aren't real until they get real. And then shit gets rough.
Twat waffle is still the best word I introduced to Clubhouse. You guys owe me a bit of thanks for that.
I'm just saying, but you see how it is, like, this is an example, and I did that for a reason, because you talked about all these men that publicly apologized to you, JB, once they realized that they were wrong. That's what I'm saying, man. Women don't give a fuck about men. They don't give a fuck about a man's reputation being destroyed. They don't give a fuck about all the salacious fucking claims. All you had to do, Angel, was be like, hey, you know what, that's kind of how I led with this conversation, how we led. Let me just at least apologize for inferring that he was a bad guy in this scenario when it wasn't wrong.
I never said.
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking, sir. I'm not done talking. I'll let you respond. I didn't cut you off. So again, just give the man an apology, because that's what you guys led with. You guys don't understand how much damage that fucking does to a fucking man. You guys just, it's so trivial to you guys. You guys play with this shit like it's fucking patty cake and hopscotch and shit, man. Why don't you apologize to the man? All the other men did when they realized that they were wrong. Why don't you just be a fucking grown-ass mature adult and just say, JB, you know what, I'm sorry for leading on with that. My bad.
Jay. I already said exactly what I said. When it was questioned on who else received a similar message, I did post it. I did PTR.
Listen, I don't care about it.
I got the same message. I'm gonna say this too.
Why did you say in the chat and say this house is going down? Why would you threaten this house when this house is showing you nothing but grace?
This house hasn't shown me nothing but grace. You guys have literally sat here and kicked me and tried to sexualize my motherhood.
In a second. Guys, hold on. Say, I'm out of here, man. The room is yours. Somebody must have moved her. Oh, well, she'll be all right. She can cry in the chat now.
What if the guy is so pissed that the person don't want to hear the apology? Like, I'm not talking to you, man. You already accused me. I ain't fucking with you. How do you apologize then?
Well, first off, I don't even know who you are, but I'll say this. Okay, no, you're welcome to the conversation. But if you're going to get in the conversation, know the context of the conversation before you interject yourself. Because this has been going on for, let me finish, for about 2 hours.
Did you want? Yeah, he got clipped. I'm not sure why. I have no idea. If you search his name, his profile's gone, so I assume he's been suspended, terminated. It's not weird. You know how many accounts I've lost? You know how many he's lost 2 accounts? Like that, you're gonna lose accounts, because people report you. It's not like Clubhouse deletes you. It's because people just, file a report against you. Then they read it, and whoever that person is in the Philippines is like, yeah, I agree, delete. Yeah, that's the point. Is it's totally arbitrary. And most internet profile suspensions are totally arbitrary. It just takes one fucking report at the right time with the right person, and bye bye. But I'm gonna finish listening to this super stupid hypnosis. Yeah, the whole point of this is to record people wasting their time on a Monday. And that's it. That's the whole point, is a research project into people wasting their
A
time.
false apology doesn't mean anything. It's not coming from your heart. But look what you were saying in the chats and what you're saying on the stage. It's so hypocrite. So if you really feel like you have some kind of soul, apologize to this man. Okay, he is innocent in this case.
Well, it seems like it was a lose-lose, because even when he presented the evidence to defend himself against the accusations, that was then flipped as him committing a crime. So it's like it didn't really matter what he did. Somehow they were going to make him the bad guy.
Well, Stank, let me say this. So let me just jump in here for 2 seconds. Here's a little nugget for you people. I have recordings of those rooms. I know exactly what was said, who said it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you some of those recordings. They're not long. I'll do the clips. I'll send you the clips of the room I have. Where Angel came up and said he commented on my ETR. He's been love bombing me. But she'll come in here and she'll spin a narrative and do all this other bullshit, this hula hoop dance that she does. And that's fine. You know what's funny, Sid? Even with all the salacious, toxic shit she says about me, about my house, I haven't thrown her out. I haven't banned her from the house. I'm hoping that if she listens, she could learn. But I don't know if that's possible.
She ain't gonna listen.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Women like this, the way she acts, you can tell she don't respect her husband. She says she was married with 6 kids. Women like this, the reason why they act like this, because they don't respect the fucking man that takes care of them. And that's why I'm not taking her shit. My wife don't even talk to me like this. I don't let no fucking woman talk to me the way that she does. Bitch, I'm not letting some fucking stranger on no goddamn app talk to me like that and show your fucking ass. Have some goddamn class, woman. You're a fucking mother, for God's sake, and a fucking wife. Act like it. Fucking act like it, man. But yeah, you went telling because someone gives you a compliment and says nice PTR or hey you're looking pretty or beautiful smile. That's not fucking love bombing. That's just a man giving you a compliment because you're presenting yourself as a fucking lady. And we like to compliment women who act like fucking ladies. But in your twisted, perverted, fucking goofy ass mind, you want to take that shit, try to make him look. So these women, fellas, pay attention, man. They can be sweet and soft spoken and nice. They can have all the fucking outfits of a fucking lady and a wife and a woman, but you gotta pay close attention, fellas, to these types of actions. And I love this shit. I wasn't expecting her, JB, to give you an apology. I wanted to prove a point that I knew. I would have bet a year's salary that she would not have given you an apology because her fucking nose is so far up in the fucking air. And you heard her this entire time lying on everybody, delusional as fucking as shit. Get off the app and get some fucking mental health, lady. You're insane. You're nuts.
Tulsa, hold on. Let me say this, man. I said earlier that there's people in this room, and one specific person, who still to this day sends articles. First off, I put the articles on top myself. I talk about my past, right? But if I brought this person to the stage, said, I'll bet you $10,000, no bullshit, that she would deny doing it, even though 3 women in my space offline texting me saying, hey, do you know that this person's been sending articles about you? 5 years fucking later, those articles from 2009, so what is that, 16 years later? Some of you motherfuckers are so lonely and so bored, you have to jump on my dick. Well, ladies, there's only room for one woman, and it ain't gonna be you, I promise. So if you got something to say to me about my past, come to my stage, and let's talk about it. Until then, shut the fuck up, stand down. And yeah, somebody said earlier, oh, by the way, you have a big ego. That's right, I do. You know why? Because I'm strong like that. Don't think bigger than my ego is my wallet and my cock. You want to find out? Back to you.
Oh, fucking dead, bro. Fucking dead.
G'day, Seek.
Hey, what's going on, Tulsa? What's going on, Paolo? Welcome to the stage. You wanna
Hi.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. I try to gather more or less what's happening, and JB is my friend, and I think he's a gentleman, and women sending their videos to men, they're completely free to do it. But they also have to understand that actions have consequences. So if you're doing it, the risk that it goes up viral, it's there, you know? I mean, if you want it to be viral, well, you know, it's up to you. But I don't understand why a lot of people are here just to you know, to harass and to annoy people. I mean, generally, I don't talk to anybody. I just talk about topics that I really like. But this is one thing that I can't get my head around it. But you have my solidarity, JB, if it's any worth.
I appreciate it, but let me say this. These videos that we've been speaking about ad nauseum, check this out. I had them for months, never shared them with a single person. I shared them when my character was being assassinated with fucking lies. Lies with no receipts. That's when I shared the videos. Because I'm like, wait a second, you want the whole story, or you just want little bits and pieces?
I mean,
So,
at this point, why didn't she open a OnlyFans account so she could make money out of it, you know?
Trust me, you see them tits fall, she ain't make no damn money. Ain't nobody paying for them saggy ass fucking not.
hold on. Hey, hold on a second, because I have to dress up.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yes. Yes, I thought.
Okay, are you ready to play?
Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Okay.
1 second. Hold on.
We are not approving you live streaming us online, Congressman, whatever your name is, Kitover. We don't approve of this, so go ahead and you're gonna get blocked. Don't come back, please. Thank you.
And don't call him a congressman, Patty.
Wannabe.
Hey, Faye, did y'all ever go through the first chapter of Harris's book that came out yesterday?
No. Have you read it or started reading it?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
It's satire. She's written it like is satire. I'm very surprised. Like she is trying to, I guess, show that like she knows people are gonna make a joke out of her anyway, so she like proactively beat them to the punch.
Okay, I've got it ready to go. It looks like it's 20 minutes, okay?
Okay, that's good. We're not hearing anything yet. Do you got it on music mode?
I did. Let me pull it back.
Okay.
It may have gone off of it. I got kicked out of the room.
Are we gonna do 5-minute or 10-minute increments?
Yeah, 10-minute increments. Just calm down, get some popcorn, and enjoy the show.
There you go.
Vice President of the United States, please welcome her back to the Late Show, Vice President Kamala Harris.
This person has PTR'd what my charges were, not what I was convicted of.
Exactly. Charges are different than a conviction. Police can arrest you and charge you with any fucking thing. The DA can charge you with anything. What matters is if you're fucking convicted or not. Fucking idiots, man. This is the same chick that spelled pole, P-O-L-E, instead of P-O-L-L. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And you know what, Sig? Check this out. You want some transparency? It's my fault. I should have never been in that life. I should have never put myself in that position. But I did. And we love to say here in America how we're a nation of second chances. But then you get idiots like this that want to bring up things that don't even matter. Let me tell you something, man. Here's a fact. I've helped more people off this app than I've ever spoke on. None of these motherfuckers have done anything but chat bang. I've recovered $40,000 from people that got conned on this app. 40 grand. But we want to talk about second chances. And, it's ridiculous to me. Anyway, I got to stand down for 5 minutes. I'll hand it to you guys. Welcome back, Jerry. Hello,
People that are least willing to give the second chance are the ones who beg for it the most when they fuck up, man. That's the sad part. But like I said, let the dummies believe what they want to believe. You got the smart people, the intelligent people on your side, JB, so you ain't got shit to worry about.
Sig, I always talk about laws, right? I always told you that an accusation is just what they require. It doesn't matter what fucking, the owner's lies on the keys. He said that it was an accusation. I proved I was, not guilty. It doesn't matter. Your reputation is gone. That's what matters, and that's how the laws has been designed. They are very lopsided against a man, because whatever coming out of the mouth of the woman is the gospel to in law. They just file case, and you have to prove your innocence, even though you do. By the time your reputation is gone, and now this miscut chick, or I don't know, man, or what tranny that is, but to putting that screenshots, that's an accusation. That's charges. That's not the verdict.
Thank you, Tulsa. Let me just say this. See, this is where the miscommunication happens with people like Angel. I made a statement that people are sending articles about me. Now, I never said her name, and if it don't apply, let it fly. But she has to interject herself. Yo, Angel, check this out. Here's the truth. I don't know if you are or not. I don't care. But I tell you what, 3 women on this app reached out to me and told me another woman was. Somebody that comes into my spaces and sits on my fucking stage. So if you feel that way about me, stay the fuck away from me. That's what I said. Anyway, I'll do a quick room reset. Healthy debates. Why are females so toxic in today's world? Today's the poll that's up there is trolling acceptable. Absolutely, or no, it can be harmful. Let me say hello to Jay. How you doing, Jay Curtis? Mars, Ashley, I see you, Ash. America, America, I tell you every time I see you, you're beautiful. And I'll always say, I don't give a fuck if cancel culture is real or not. You're a beautiful person and a beautiful woman. Tiffany, how you doing? Freddie, what's up, Freddie? Guys, you got a pink ticket, cash it in. You're more than welcome to join the house. And we're going to go popcorn style, guys.
And again, you dumb bitch in the chat. When you say, Sig, you're batshit crazy, it's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, not Y-O-U-R. You dumb bitch.
Go to the kitchen. You have 6 kids.
Wait, hold on. Let me just say this. Mike Moon just came into the room. I'm gonna tell you why I'm shouting at Mike Moon. Mike Moon, no matter what you think about him, he could be a pain in the ass. He knows that. Mike Moon actually took the time to research what happened in my past. You know what Mike Moon did say? He reached out to me offline and said, bro, I just want to apologize to you. Now I know what really happened. I know what really was going on. That's a real motherfucker. People like Jerry Malcolm. The day after that Million Marathon, I had never spoken to Jerry offline before. I don't even know to this day how he got my number. He called me and said, bro, I'm so sorry what happened to you yesterday. He didn't have to do any of that. He's like, I just want you to know I don't stand on that.
Well,
I don't do that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And let me tell you something, man. I got so much love and respect for this man. Just because he has a fucking conscience. Like I said, you got something to say. My stage is open to everybody, good, bad, or indifferent. But maybe you guys should start listening a little bit to people like Jerry, to people like Mike Moon, who stand up and do the right thing when nobody's looking.
Yeah, I like Mike Moon, man. Mike Moon's a good guy. He's a stand-up dude, man.
Well, it seems like we have an issue of accountability on this stage and just in general on the app, which is that, listen, if you mess up, if you have beef with someone, listen, either you can keep the beef, of course, or you can squash it, apologize, do whatever you need to do. But it is really interesting that, again, this long and drawn-out conversation is all brought into by a woman who just did not want to just come on stage. And
Well, Keegan, let me ask you a question. Who's not holding accountability on the stage?
It seems like Angel, my opinion, has shown a lack of accountability. Whether that's, again, her misrepresenting Sig in a story to begin the room, or then to bring up JB. Her literally, what it sounds like up until today, she had never apologized to you. Think about that. You go years knowing that this is on your conscience and there's nothing to it. Especially this is a public room. You got doxxed off of this. I say a lot of things. I troll a lot. Doxing, unacceptable. And if you're a part of that, you're part of that problem. I would hope that you have a conscience and go, maybe I should apologize at some point.
Well, let me jump in.
Let
me go to Israel.
Some of the stuff that I experienced with certain individuals that I was affiliated with. I came to the conclusion when I look at who these people are affiliated with. You got to look at, when we talk about real life, look at people's friends, you type of people they hang around, the people they're around. It is an honor and an appreciation when I look at some of these people that don't like me and say stuff. Because I wouldn't want to be one of their team members because I look at their team members. Do you follow what I'm saying? So if you're talking about a particular individual, you should be honored that person doesn't like you, because if they did like you, that means you'd probably be similar to the people that's part of your crew, their clique, if that's making sense. I know it sounds a little confusing.
Makes sense. It makes sense to me, Jerry, and I've said this a million times.
It's an honor. It's an honor. And you know what? I'm going to be real with you, Jay. This is a very big W for her, what's going on right now. This type of clubhouse conversation would not exist anywhere except in the chat. So shout out to her. You're good. She's winning. Shout out to her.
Let me say this, man, and I say this a million times, and you may disagree, because the truth is this, Jerry. In my opinion on this app in 5 years, you're definitely in the top 5 top 5 content creators on this app, right? You know how to cultivate a conversation, move things, monetize, empower people. You know, I'm trying to learn every day, but one thing I totally believe is the haters that make the rooms. Because they're always going to show up. I can open a room right now and the title will be The Sky is Blue, and I guarantee you at least 10 of those people will be haters. And I'm okay with that. But what I don't like is the disingenuous bullshit. Don't come to my stage and try to give me a hand job under the table and then go into other rooms and fucking start talking shit. But let me just, let me say hello to Mike Moon real quick. What's up, Mike?
What's up, man? Jesus, that was really kind of you guys. I appreciate that a lot, to be honest with you. You know, I think the one thing I'm noticing about myself as I get older, and I'm in my 50s at this point, is I am always 100% myself. I never, ever troll. Trolling is like out of my wheelhouse, and it's just because I'm authentic. I'm really me, and being me makes me unpopular for 50% of the people at any given moment, regardless of where I'm at. And I spend a lot of time in all kinds of different rooms. I don't spend my time in echo chambers. Because of that, I get attacked more than average people, because I get attacked on both sides, because I don't cater my message to appeal to the audience. I'm literally just me. And I've been told in the past that like how stupid that is. Like you can't be the same person everywhere. You have to adjust the way you act in certain places. And I'm like, I really don't do that. I don't adjust in life. I don't adjust online. I don't adjust anywhere. I'm just me. And if people don't like it, fuck off. I'll go find somebody else that they can accept my opinion. Because the reality is that there's way too many people that are too worried about making themselves popular amongst the people around them. And inauthenticity is a huge problem nowadays. I mean, the whole millennial generation, the generation younger than me, they're obsessed with they were so obsessed with the word authenticity, yet they're literally the least authentic generation on the planet. And it's just like, you guys, no wonder you value it, because you don't have it around you amongst your peers. So stop trolling, stop being disingenuous, stop saying things that you don't necessarily believe just because it's going to make you popular around others. Like, fuck that, dude. I'm over that shit.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, man, listen, my opinion, the Angel's my opinion. But I would ask that you just lay off her kids, bro. Her kids have nothing to do with this conversation. Who she is on her. But her kids have nothing. See, that's the problem here. Most people's, and listen, I love my people that are loyal to me, right? I love my people, and I always return the loyalty. Angel's not one of them, but there's no reason to bring up her kids. I mean, look, I'm not going to tone check you people. You can say what you want. But if you respect my space, leave her kids alone, please. They have nothing to do with this conversation, because you know what? I don't like when my kids are spoken on. I don't like when my family's called from fucking lunatics off this app. So respectfully, leave her kids out of it. You want to bang with her, be my guest. There's plenty of material there.
Why don't y'all just make up, Jay? How about if we have a makeup session, you and Angel?
Well, here's the thing, Jared. They try to get her to apologize to me. She wouldn't, right? You can't make up unless the other party is sincere. If you're disingenuous, how do you make up? How do you trust that person?
You know what, man? I just got a different. Something just hit me, man. Maybe the woman this is her way of reaching out, bro. She's lonely. She's a lonely woman. What they said? She got like 3 or 4 kids.
I don't know how many kids she has. It's not my business. But Jerry, I'll tell you what. I'll make up with her when you make up with her. Let's do that. Let's do it together.
Okay,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'll bring her up. I'll make up with her.
I can't bring her up anymore.
Bring her up.
Somebody bring her up, please.
This is maturity, guys. Come up, Angel.
Did somebody invite her? Because I can't say. Can you bring her up, please? Oh, there she is. Okay, Jerry, it's all yours.
Angel, you heard what we saying, right?
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about.
Okay, so listen. Are you willing to stop all this back and forth that's going on with Jay and apologize to him for the things that he felt that you've done in chats and whatever it is? Because I don't know what it is, but are you willing to apologize and y'all just squash it right now and be more like, you know?
I must have got a call. Jay, I was gonna say, can you tell me exactly what you're mad at me about, so I can understand if it's gonna be a genuine apology?
Do you see how Jerry just? You see how Jerry does that? He sets it up and then he bails. I love this man.
Yeah, the fake phone call always takes me out. But wait, seriously, I might, I'm all for, having a good heart. So, what is it?
Well, I'm not.
If you can't, but wait, if not, can you I friended you, so if you want to talk outside of this, you're always welcome to hit me up. If you don't want to do it.
Here's the thing, Angel. I'm not mad at you.
Okay, because I'm not mad at you.
Let me finish. I'm not mad at you. If I was mad at you, you would not be in my space.
I was gonna say, because I've seen you not like people, and they were gone in a heartbeat. Because I was wondering why I stayed so long, and supposedly everyone's saying you got so much hate for me. I never knew you hated me. Don't let other people paint your narrative for you, because they do a bad job out of it. It's not a good look for them. We unlocked some of your friends.
Here's the thing: the people I hate are the racist anti-Semites. Those are the people I have no patience with. You are neither one of those. I mean, I want to say this, you might be off your rocker. I don't know. I don't know you in real life. I'm not saying you are, but hate's a strong word. So for me, I got to be honest. For me to like somebody, for you to be in my circle, I have to trust you. And Angel, I got to be honest with you. Like Mike's my friend. Mike Moon's another one I built a relationship with off the app. Love this man. Respect this man. But I trust Mike Moon. I think the foundation of any relationship is trust. And I don't know if I could ever trust you. I'm just keeping it real.
Well, I've never done anything to fuck up your life. So just note that. And I've never gone on campaigns on it. I've always just kept you in your own space, so I know that when I come into a space, I am who I am, and it always happens this way. I'm okay with that. That's what this app is. But I've never done anything to hurt you. So if you don't trust me based off of, what you feel, I respect that. And I just would like to know, if you want to share that with me, not in a public space, if you want to share with me here, whatever, what exactly did I do that I'm supposed to apologize for? Because the only thing that I looked at was you did something in real time. I was like, I'm not fucking with him no more. That was it. That was that to me. That was my recollection of it. But if it was
my recollection is this, and I need you to hear me. In that Million Marathon room, Tracy Reynolds said what she said with no receipts. Eric Harris said what he said, no receipts. That motherfucker's a hater. And then they had Nicole come on, Nicole Solomon, that whack job, who sent me titty pictures that I didn't share with everybody. And then who came after Nicole? Angel came after Nicole. And Angel said, he loves bomb me. He loved bomb me. There was no reason whatsoever for you to ever interject yourself into that space. None. But you dogpiled on me because you thought I was knocked out.
But it was Joe's decision, and he made that decision.
So then you go to run for president yourself, and people are asking you to separate yourself from Joe Biden. People are asking you, I was one of them. What's different between you and Joe Biden? Yeah. That must have been difficult because you have to differentiate yourself as a candidate, right? And yet you respect this man who you're still working for. Mm-hmm. At the same time, what was that like to navigate?
I talk about that extensively in the book.
No, it's in the chapter with Doug.
No, it's because, and I say that because you're raising something that you and I both know requires a lot more time than we probably have right now to talk about.
Are we in a hurry? Are we in a hurry, guys?
Thanks, everyone. I feel very strongly that, it's an instinct of mine to be someone who does not participate in piling on. And I was not going to pile on. And I just wasn't going to do that. And there was a lot of piling on at that time, and I wasn't going to participate in that.
We'll be right back with more Vice President Kamala Harris.
Okay, guys, that's as long as I can do this right now.
Thank you. I love a good pylon, so I am gonna disagree with Kamala. Pile it on, okay? You don't have to pile it on thick, but I think you gotta say something. But I don't know. Just was up here for a second. Just, hey, Just.
Hey.
Sorry, Just. I'm doing a tax return right now. You know how many between W-2s and 1099s she gave me? 12.
Oh my God.
That's for 1 year, okay?
I say more than that, but that's odd.
Yeah.
I knew somebody with 16 before.
Yeah, that's definitely come across me. So I'm like a mess right now.
Like a hustler.
So anyways, I'm sorry, does anyone have comments?
I'd like to say something. The piling on piece, I think, like to your point, Sin, I think the point I picked up from your energy, listening to her pile on, and history, I think will say, the Democrats in general, I'll jump in all the way in it like this, don't want to pile on. Whereas you're dealing with someone like Trump, who pile on everything. And I don't think if you don't combat the pile on mindset if you combat it with, I'm not going to pile on, I kind of want to do the right thing against, and follow these rules. He talked about Biden and just kind of, that's milquetoast when you're dealing with like a vulture, like a lion, and I just think it ends up the way it's ended up. Just on that one little note, I'll drop the mic, but I had some thoughts about everything else you were saying too, but I'll drop the mic. In the spirit of not piling on, let me pass it around to everybody.
I think there's a way to differentiate yourself without throwing someone under the bus. And if you need to get a little spicy, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think that Joe doesn't take that personal like that, because that's just what's needed to, communicate, right? So I think that some sort of distinguishment would have been good. I mean, but I'm not like y'all. I think I didn't have a problem with the messaging and I really didn't have a problem with a lot of things that y'all had a problem with. So I'm not I'm not gonna pile on. So I mean, it was a great campaign. It is what it is. Now you can look at hindsight and be like, oh, she should have done this, she should have done that. I mean, with the information that we had, she did a great job, but I kind of, I see that sort of complex relationship of how do you criticize something that you're a part of?
Yeah, I think that's what locked her in. I remember she was the only voice, as I remember, maybe you guys can remember it slightly different. I'm curious to hear. But when that debate went left, like it did, and the whole world was like, oh my God. As I looked around the Democratic Party after that, that night of, she was the only voice that was coming to bat for him, if you remember. And it was the only, again, it was okay, here's a lion. She was the only lion that was bringing some energy for if you're on the Democratic team. It was she was the only one that was hold on, trying to defend him. Those tapes are available, I'm sure. But the history is documented. But my point is, so that's probably ultimately where they said, okay, hey, let's give this person a chance. Okay, yes, she's a woman, yes, she's a black woman. It was kind of she's the only one that's kind of got a zeal.
The reality of the matter is that I didn't really know either of their truths. I just knew what was being posed onto the stage at that time. Mind you, we were all in the space together. We all agreed to have this space together. Everybody who was in the background of that space all got the same commentary, all got the same, the same cues. So when this was a spinoff, mind you, because there were several for a very long time on JB, he kept on posing that I was the one who was targeting him. And the fact is that I wasn't targeting him. In fact, the only thing that I said is that it was fucked up for him to have shared that video in front of all of us in real time. That's where I lost my respect for him at that moment.
Any bitch get in my way,
And I have every right to declare something like that. I wouldn't want that to happen to even the most egregious woman. I wouldn't want her personal news or anything to be shared at that time. Hold on a second, let me just finish that. So if you're saying that I'm being dishonest,
Let her finish,
I'm not.
let her finish. I've been waiting to ask her a question for a while.
If you're saying I'm being dishonest, that fine. Each of us walk away with our own version or what was said.
Okay. I don't know what you did, but why? I read Erica's mama's obituary, and I played Thriller. Because the bitch wouldn't get out my way after I warned her multiple times to stay out my fucking way when I'm in a mood. She chose to continue to stay in my way. She got what she got.
Hi, honey. I'd like to read a poem, if I may.
Ain't no fucking poem reading in here. Mute up.
Oh, this guy. Fuck. Goes like this. It's called The Next Step.
Hey, John. Get the fuck down.
Cackling communism.
You stupid ass bitch. Get off the stage. Go die. Go die. Die. Go die. Go die, white man. Go die.
Evolution makes
Go die, white man.
by
Go die.
anti-socialistic ways.
Die.
The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times in a depth circumstance intelligently is laughed
Go
at,
die.
persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Above us
You
today,
see what I got next to my
danger
name?
never
They should
yet
never
perilous.
give me one of these. Mute the fuck up, bitch. Yo. Welcome to hell.
Lord,
Welcome to hell.
we think it.
You guys have all entered Satan. Y'all can call me Satan from here on out if y'all want. Y'all know that's why I named myself this. Saddam. Because it sounds like Satan a little bit if you say it fast enough.
The absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the
Y'all
absolute.
can call me Satan.
Each in.
I'm going to eat you bitches' soul out your body.
Fashion. Commun.
It's good to Just the thought of you bitches being in emotional turmoil.
Suppress all art,
behind comic
literature, theater, music, news that does not
really like. Oh, it just does something to me. Just the thought of you bitches being in emotional turmoil. That's something I said. Warms my little heart. I sleep so good at night, knowing that I violated you bitches. Yeah, it's good to me. Y'all are gonna learn to leave well enough alone. And that bitch Jay Mills, he knew to retract that statement. He knew to retract his fucking statement, talking about he was coming to Houston. Now he's talking about he was trolling. I'm glad. Because I was going to pistol whip that bitch if he came anywhere acting like he wanted to fight me. I'm talking about butter the gun. Man, just all in his shit. Yeah. So since he is now pussy and he's not trying to fight, JD.
Reinforcements have been coming in all day, and they're very welcomed. Very much welcome.
You know why you're an angel? You know why reinforcements are coming in? Because people like me. And they want to... Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, I like
you
you too.
Okay,
It's okay.
It's funny how you show it, though. But let me tell you something. Hold on, let me finish, please. People are coming in because now enough time has passed for them to reflect on what happened in those spaces. And if you just say it was a flyby room, I'm going to call cap on that. I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to curse. That's cap. There were hundreds of rooms with my name in the title. Matter of fact, I still have clips on them, and I'm not going to play the clips right now because it'll take me too long to find them. And I honestly don't give a fuck. But let me tell you something. The first thing I said to Miss Ebony when she came to the stage is, hey, Miss Ebony, long time no speak. right? So it's not like I pinged her in here. She came on her own. She's on her truth. Not even her truth, the truth. But I want to go to Jerry real quick. Jerry, you there?
Yeah, I had a phone call. Sorry about that. Well, I guess the tempo kind of changed a little bit because I guess some more facts is coming up with Angel. But Angel, real quick, would you like to take this opportunity on this stage today to apologize to Jay for everything you're saying?
Man, I'm mad that you got a phone call and you missed the apology. Go somewhere. And don't, please, when you come and start to DJ again, if you got a new system, please put on some like new shit. Like shit that's being played like right now, because
Angel, let me ask you.
you're late.
Angel, let me
Missed the whole
let me ask
apology.
you a question.
He's still on old school music.
Angel, let me ask you a question. Why do you communicate the way you do? Why do you ramble the way you ramble? Like, what's wrong? Like, seriously, let's get to the deep of it. To the root of it.
Oh my God. Why is it that every time I go to speak, right, y'all just are maybe, I don't know what it is.
You
I'm
start
not gonna say any
talking.
name.
You like going into the past. That was last week.
Because you missed the apology and then you want to come back like as if you made way on something, and I'm telling you, you're late. And then on top of that,
Angel, I'm the one that brought you up.
I have a question for you, Angel.
Yeah.
And I want to ask this respectfully. Okay. Mr. Malcolm came into the space earlier and said some things to you. He said, why do you go into every room, talk in the chat, blah, blah, blah. Let me finish, please. Now, I know Jerry for a few years offline, and one thing I'll say about Jerry, he's not a liar. But why do you dismiss what he's saying, what you say about him? Like, oh, I would never do that. That's not true. Where's the receipts? His receipt is his integrity.
I didn't say nothing about Jerry. I just say that he was just recently he was in Miss Michelle's space. He said, Miss Michelle, he said, can I come in and try my new system? And then he started playing like this old school ass music, and I was trolling him in the chat. And that's the only time I said something, Jay. I haven't talked about this man. I don't know about his bank account. I don't know about what he did or didn't do to anybody. I don't know Jerry Malcolm. I only know him from this application. So when I click in and I see Jerry Malcolm and he's as old as he is, playing the music that he plays, and I'm as new as I am and don't fuck with that music, I'm gonna say, sir, that shit is old as fuck. And so he's playing DJ, and I fuck with DJ.
Well, guess what, Angel? Guess what?
And his shit was
old. What? Every beautiful woman that was enjoying it. That's why I was on the stage with almost 300 people playing music for like 2 hours.
And I'm happy.
But if you didn't enjoy it, why didn't you just leave? Why do you got to keep trolling?
But why do I have to leave?
Angel,
why can't I troll?
Angel, mute your mic.
Why can't I troll?
Mute your mic. Be submissive and shut up. Be submissive and shut up. But listen, Angel, let's do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Let's me and you move on. All the little whatever. I'm being serious. Let's move on. I don't have no more problem with you. I don't want to have a problem. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Fair enough?
Until you fuck up with another bad demo of what you got calling a DJ, I'm gonna troll the shit out of you.
Okay, just
play no fucking old music.
Put a request in the chat, and I got you. Okay, so thank you. Okay.
Is your system updated?
Go ahead, Ebony. Back to Ebony.
Can I put a request in the chat?
She can't help herself, bro. Somebody being nice, but she just can't help herself.
Jerry, you want to play music right now? Sure.
No.
Yo, fuck you, Jay.
Angel can't help herself.
Let me say this, man.
Where does she do for a living, by the way? Angel, what do you do for a living?
I do a couple of things. What do you do for a living?
Angel, the question was, what do you do for a living? Is it a secret?
I'm in real estate.
You're in real estate? Okay, yeah. I just recently got remotely not Southern or Singy.
Which album are you talking about?
The Clips.
The latest Clips album. So the first song.
Sorting them out.
Yeah. So it had, he talks about his experience. So Malice, right, which is a big brother. He's the one who kind of like left rap for like a decade, I believe. He's the one, he discovered both of his parents dead. Not at the same time, but like 6 months apart, or like within months apart.